When last we left our party, the unicorn squad had delivered the dress to the abbot, and in turn he raised young Ilyas, much to the happiness of Dimitri and Anna. Meanwhile, some of the party met Esmeralda, the vampire hunter, and her plan was to see this Bride of Strahd plot play out so that she could eliminate the threat of Strahd. And she asked the crew to help her map out the place during the time that some of them were there. Some of you guys were there because she felt like she was being watched, and all seemed like you wanted to help. Not quite trusting the crew, though, she walked along with you through the abbey, and you guys found yourself while I think it was Blanche and Takira were with the abbot going to the burgomaster Dimitri's house. The rest of the crew is walking around in the abbey looking for some clues as to what and how this whole plot was going to transpire. And you found yourselves in a cellar, and Udaquad found a scroll of some sort he couldn't read. Esmeralda played a cue. Okay. Yeah, you also found some sort of a weird medical wing in this abbey, and fought some shadows, which took their toll on Udaquad. And during all of this, there was a large boom sound, sort of like a sonic boom, very loud, but from sounded from the distance, but still sounded all around. And in that moment, Esmeralda vanished.
Pull out her tambourine.
And before she vanished, though, she said, "Oh shit," and poofed out.
She pooped out.
She
like left.
She poofed. She bamfed. She was out.
Pooped out would be a little more epic, I feel like. She just disappeared and left a pile.
Meanwhile, the rest of the crew, as I mentioned, went to Dimitri's house, and they raised Ilyas. Everybody was happy. Came back to the abbey with the abbot, and he was getting a little creepy with Nelyani, and kind of gave him the slip and said bye-bye. And there you were. You went back to Dimitri's house. Anna had forgiven Takira for her
alleged.
Right. Well, she was very forgiving of you, but you took that forgiveness as a challenge to do the deed.
Yeah, because you know what? I didn't do that, which she accused me of, but now I did. And you know what? Now I am forgiven. So she forgave me for something I didn't do, and I needed the forgiveness to be real. You know what I mean?
However, Dimitri doesn't, quite knowing that he was fully charmed in doing so.
Yeah, but like, if you're gonna act like he cared, then you're being a little ridiculous. But fine, we'll play it your way.
I mean, he just. I mean, he did the deed with a demon thing.
I would just mention technically that you raped him.
I mean,
yikes!
Here at
kegsguild.
I was gonna say,
I might have charmed him, but charming him.
Where's I need to be the Homer Simpson.
You get charmed every day. People are charming. I seduced him.
You used magic to make him do it.
That's like being as charming as a frat boy.
Right.
Listen, his wife.
Hey boy, take this drink.
You feed him. I'll just be like, look. We could go. I could try again without having to charm him. I just didn't want to have to put in the work. You know what I mean? He'll do it again.
It's okay. Bob isn't going to judge you. Don't worry about it.
Here at Kegs Guild, we're basically Dr. Phil at this point. So let's talk. So yeah. Anyway, you spent a lot of uncomfortable nights there because you didn't know what to do, and so Udaquad thought, "Hey, I got an idea. Let me send a paper bird to this Van Richten guy who I have no idea who he is. But Anna seemed to have remembered him from, wink, wink, the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, that's right. Anna was, and his wife was not faithful. Listen,
Oh well.
she was
Well,
fine.
you don't know that she was. Just assume that she was.
Whether she was or wasn't, she was trying not to be.
It's a whole lot of justification.
A lot of just.
Yes.
So, anyway, Uduquad did get a response back after a couple days. I mean, paper birds aren't the fastest, and you have no idea where this character was, but you did get a response back that he was on his way a couple days later, because I think you guys just sort of stewed about. And by the way, during these uncomfortable days, it started, the house is closing in on you. It's a very small house. I mean, it is the biggest in Krezk, but I mean, there's a lot of people here, and it's still small in general. And
We asked to give us
Anna
a new
and
house.
Dimitri and Takira, everything's very weird.
We asked them for our own house, and they just didn't want to do it. So it's fine.
And then you heard a knock at the door. At which point, the door was opened, and this very interesting, very well dressed, I shouldn't say well dressed, but very colorfully dressed half elf, older man, he's there at the door, and he says,
How old does he look?
he looks like for a half elf. I mean, he's pretty old, so he's
I forget how long
he's
they live.
graying. He looks very weathered, and he's also wearing these cool glasses that are tinted. You haven't seen anything like this. Very interesting.
We get into steampunk now.
Ooh.
But he
You're already
definitely
there,
does
but
not
like-
look. You would say he does not look of this world, right? He's definitely not Barovian. And he says, so as you open the door, he says, so my name is Van Richten. I'm looking for an Uduquad. SQ?
Ah,
Hmm.
is this Uduquad a child?
Is he a child? You tell me.
I mean, I'm still I'm
Well,
still the child of
he doesn't know.
yeah.
This thing is all about paper bird, so he doesn't know who Uduquad is.
That's right.
He has no idea. He says, "I'm looking for an Uduquad who sent for me.
Ah, well, I'm gonna.
May I come in?" And Dimitri and Anna are like looking at each other. They're looking at you guys.
I'm gonna tug on
okay.
Nelyani's.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can contest, not contest, but let me see if I spot you, buddy.
Uduquad, the child hunter. Mm.
You didn't roll that privately, by the way.
No, I know. I did it on purpose.
Well, I'm gonna tug on my mom's little dress and say, "Mommy, is that our friend?"
Who's his mom right now?
Yeah, who's your
Nelyani.
mom?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Nelyani,
Oh.
come on,
Sorry.
Mama. Anna sure hell don't want me.
So he says,
Yeah, that's your friend.
Not anymore.
he says,
We got our
"Who-"
googly-eyed son back.
He's looking around the group. Please, who sent me this? And he shows this like crumpled up paper. One
Oh,
of you
well-
has sent me this.
Well, gee, mister, you got my message.
You are Uduquad SQ.
I am, and this is my mom,
You are a
Nelyani.
child. You speak of Brave words that you should not be speaking.
Oh no, the threat's very real. I might appear to be a child, but trust me, I am quite old.
He immediately he's gonna do something. Let's see. Spellcasters in the or anyone really, because you've seen. See that he
I'm going to use counter spell.
really.
Just stopping it.
Yeah, if he's motioning like he's doing something, I mean, I got to bone up to this dude. He thinks I'm a kid.
Yeah. So he starts doing some. He's doing some sort of a motion with his hand, and he says "Shornda Sokara." For who speaks Infernal?
I do.
I do. I do.
Um,
Udi and I both do.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds something. He's definitely casting something, but parts of it you can understand, and it's something like "Show me." Kind of roughly translated
the
to
beast.
"Show me evils."
Oh, okay.
Am
Am I
so-
evil? I'm not evil.
You
Right?
ran
I'm
a
like, am I evil? Oh.
So you did counter spell.
technically.
You interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature's casting spell. Their lower spell fails. Has no. Okay. So when you cast counter spell, it's a somatic. So what does that look like when you do that?
So I guess it's more of like, I guess almost like absorbing somebody's
Well, you
spell.
have
So
to,
it's
you
more
make
of
some
like,
sort of a movement, right? So
yeah, right. So it's like, I kind of throw my hands up and I kind of like scrunch it down.
okay. When you do that, he knows that what he did was countered, and he looks to you. Good to God. Interesting. So, may I enter? And Dimitri's like looking to you guys like, what's going on?
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna just
the-
tell Dimitri he's here to help us.
Yeah, and like, it was cramped in this house before, but this guy's presence alone makes the room feel very tight. Like just his presence. He's not a huge guy, but he's very.
It's a gravity.
Yeah.
His presence is known.
He's got a swagger. You know what I mean? So he says, "Well, let's sit at the table." And he takes that paper that he had and he puts it on the table. Let's discuss.
Yeah. Hold on. Now, Anna, our friend's here to do business, not to do things, okay?
She looks shocked at you. You're a child. She looks shocked at you and looks at Takira and is immediately like, Ilyas! And Ilyas, Mama! And his eyeballs are still like all over the place. So crazy. Are we playing? Huh? Yeah. Fun day. Ilyas,
Yeah.
come, let's go outside. There's business being discussed. Business! Okay.
Woohoo!
And she takes him outside. And Dimitri says, I think I will I'll leave you to it. And he looks to you, Friar Tuck, and says,
It's all your fault.
You wanna,
I hope you get what you need, and okay. And he leaves.
Sounds mildly like a threat.
would you wanna do you wanna talk? Do you wanna
Nope.
talk? Nope.
No.
You're good? Okay.
No, just
No.
hopefully you.
That's trauma playing out.
What?
Bye-bye. He leaves.
Bye.
So you all are sitting there. There's some bread, and he says, so tell me, child, what possessed you to send this letter, and how do you know of me?
Well,
Be
we
careful
have.
what you say. There may be watchers. Fortunately,
Mm,
I assure you that what I was doing are all in all of our best interest. May
oh,
I attempt again without your interference?
yes, you may.
Thank you. And he does this.
Thank you.
And he like looks around. Okay.
I
Um,
am neutral.
So he says, "We may, but first, let's." No, he's like, "We may speak." And you can see that. I mean, the spellcasters in the room can tell that he has a concentrated look upon. So
Don't punch him. He might lose the spell.
I'm worried that your careless actions in sending this may have put my motions at risk, but I think I've he's still hidden from what I'm trying to do. So who are you? What is it you need of me? You speak of the great evil. I understand. Let's not speak his name out loud. It brings the ears.
Hmm. Well, yes. This great evil
You're still a
seems,
child, right?
yeah, seems to be infatuated with my mom, Nilyani, and with my striking resemblance.
He looks to. I'm assuming you're pointing at her. He has no idea who
Yeah,
Neliani is.
yeah, right. Yeah, gesturing.
Okay. He looks at Neliani. Yes.
Yes.
That makes sense.
And with my fine looks, modeled after my mom, I'm concerned for myself, but mainly very interested in finding a way to destroy and end this evil one's reign. We ran into a woman named Isabel. She claimed to be a vampire hunter. Don't know if you might know her.
What was her name?
Esmeralda. I said Isabel. Too many people.
He takes a deep breath. You've met Esmeralda.
She thought she was quite cunning.
Of concern to me. Esmeralda should not be here. Damn it!
Is she in danger? Is she?
We're all in danger, child.
I kind of like being called a child. It's quite fun.
Strahda's not for games. This is the Lord of Vampires. I've been hunting monsters all my life.
Yeah.
Esmeralda's going to handle him. And you, child, your crew here. Speak of this. So you want to quell? Why? Why are you here? You're in great danger being here. You know this. You must know. You're not of here. I know this. I can tell.
Yeah, we've been attacked quite a bit, and that's why I think we're trying to potentially kill Strahd to escape this land.
Shut it.
Oh, sorry. Should I send a bird to
Send
Esmeralda?
no more birds. No. Send no birds.
Oh.
The one you seek to destroy has many, many spies. Any of those stupid paper birds can be grabbed. Don't think their magic protects the message inside.
Well,
do not send any more of those messages. Just don't. That is dumb.
It's like a kid in his texting.
You treat this as if it's a game. It is not a game. And what say you of your crew? Your child? Who are you? He looks to you, Hidak. You look like
Then
a
he called
leader of this
Hidak a
group.
child? Oh no.
No,
okay.
he was talking to you. He doesn't understand why he's talking to a child. Like, who are you? And you, Nelyani, I must tell you, you're strikingly similar to one known as Tatiana.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's very awkward and odd. I don't understand. Anyway, this is your child. You should keep better eye of your child. To bring me here on such a whim, to send these messages. You put everyone at risk here. You don't even know what you do. And you brute. He looks to you, Hidak. What say you? Are you protecting? What is your job here?
I follow the child. The child does what it wants. Listen to the boy.
I feel like the little creepy thing that they carry around in Total Recall.
Oh.
Watto.
Mhm.
And who are you? And he looks to you, Blanche.
I'm the map maker.
Maps, you say.
She likes
Very
playing
important.
Minecraft.
The maker of dreams and maps.
Interesting. Well, and this one, this monk here, what's your name? Where is that?
Well, of course, she has her, boobs out.
Right. Well, who speaks for your group? And certainly not this child.
So, Bobbins, are you hidden? Off?
Oh yeah, nobody. Sees
Okay,
it.
okay.
Unless you want to
Well-
beat up 24.
Well, you see, we all kind of take our own initiatives.
Obviously, you've taken your own.
Yes.
Well, what do you know of this evil here?
Well, we know that he wants to have us to his place for dinner,
Who?
and
The evil one.
the evil one, yes.
What do you mean he
And
wants you for dinner?
He's invited us to discuss,
What?
I don't know what for, but we have
What?
that, and
Hold on a minute. He's like, hold on a minute. And he takes his pack. He opens his pack. It's a big pack. And you see he's going through his pack, and you see he's got wooden stakes in there. A lot of different tooling. And he pulls out a bottle. Rips out the cork with his teeth. He also pulls out a little goblet. And he starts drinking. You can see him swish it around his mouth. An invitation from him?
for dinner, yes. He's been waiting our reply for some time.
Let me see this invitation.
Did we get a physical invitation, or he talked to us, right?
He talked to us, if I recall.
No,
Yeah.
Nope.
No, did he actually send it
You
out?
received a letter slid under a door at the Blue Water Inn.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Bobbins may
I was
have.
gonna say, because I know yeah. Let's see. Well, I must.
Let me see this invitation.
Well, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go grab that invitation. So I'm gonna
No.
walk out of the.
No.
I don't have
Speak
it
of it
on
no more.
me.
Believe you.
Okay.
Well,
And there also is this situation where a specific abbot wants to offer a wife up to the evil one. And that is where we met Esmeralda. She likes to have fun with those made-up people, creature things. And then I'm going to shift into what I remember what Esmeralda looks like. I'm going to
right
ask,
in front of him.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
ask, did she look like this?
Amazing ability you have there.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Is.
Okay. And then I'm gonna shake it off because I don't want him to get any fills.
Well, tell me more.
Tell me more, tell me more.
Bridal scenario.
Did it get very far?
Please, if you will. I'm shaken to the core that Esmeralda is wrapped up in this business. Much like you all, she treats this as a game, which I've taught her better. I've trained Esmeralda, you see. We've fought many monsters and together, but for this one, for this very special one, I needed to go alone. Because people that are close to me end up dead. I have a heart for Esmeralda. Anyways, she should not be wrapped up in this business. Now tell me, this plot or this bride, what is this, please?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. This abbot has remade a bride and is attempting to teach it a home lifestyle as to be suitable for the evil one. And
You got her a wedding dress.
Who is doing
yes,
this?
this is the what's his name? Abbot. Hold on, I gotta search in my memory bank real quick. Does anybody remember the abbot's name?
Oh,
As far as you know, he's only known as.
The abbot, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he's the abbot. I don't know.
Around this time, you hear the door start to open, and Anna peek her head in, and at that same time, Van Richten slams his hand down. That is the stupidest idea I've ever heard, and the door shuts. I'm sorry, Monk. Stepped away, and now you're here. Who are you? He's looking at you,
Yeah.
Tara.
Yeah, you're the monk.
We did intros, and you've now arrived back at the table, and so he's asking what your name is, who you are.
Are the other people gone? Is it
Anna and
just
Dimitri
Unicorn
are
Squad?
gone.
Oh,
He's having a
I'm-
conversation with the group, but when I did intros, you
Cool.
were there, so
cool.
he's asking
Cool.
you now.
I'm Takira. But people around here know me as Friar Tuck.
That's a nice alias.
I don't care.
Does that mean Brother Tuck?
thought
Are
so
you
too.
also a man?
Listen.
Thing is,
You don't know
Tuck
what
is
that
in the
doesn't
name,
mean.
you know.
It doesn't mean
She's
man
tucking
on
something.
in this universe. I'm tucking something. It does not mean man in this universe. You don't know what it means. It could mean anything.
What do you know of universes?
Catholicism.
What universe are we in?
You don't know nothing about
Fine.
birthing babies. Okay.
I
so
don't care.
thank you.
Anyway,
I'm a sorcerer.
whoa. I guess this was meant to impress me. Well,
Look what
I
I just
am-
opened.
consider myself impressed. So, please tell me
Where's
more.
Ingrid?
Hey, I'm
Ingrid?
trying to.
It is a good card.
So, throw me off. So tell me more about this. So the bridal in Esmeralda, and what did Esmeralda say of this? I'm sure she was gung ho and ready to go. What was her plan? Did she speak of it?
Yeah,
Is that
she wanted.
Quasimodo? We're gonna go to the bell tower.
She wanted to actually stay by the abbot so that when he presents the bride to the evil one, she can then strike and kill.
Hey, while these all going on and on and on, can I do any sort of insight to see if this is actually Von Richten?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Oh, I'm horrible at this.
Well, given that you don't know Van Richten, you wouldn't know him from anybody else.
Right.
So it seems like he seems to talk a good game.
He's just striking my paranoia sensors as he's asking about Esmeralda's plans, like he's interested in them for
Right.
whatever reason, even though he should have his own plans. Anyway.
Well, and so how do you play into Esmeralda's plans?
We don't know yet. We offered to help and didn't find much at
Why
the
did you
Abbot.
send for me?
I was told that you could help us destroy the great evil.
By whom?
That'd be by my patron,
Who do you
to whom I serve.
who do you serve? Wait a
Well,
minute. You're about
and
a
then
child.
Inferno, I'm gonna tell him that I serve Loath.
Oh, good. How does that sound?
I don't know what Infernal sounds like.
Well, you're gonna have to give me a
Oh.
display of
A lot of hacking sounds.
action here.
Right.
That's parcel mouth. Now I want to hear
Mhm.
Infernal. Just
What
kidding.
is? I don't know. What is that? Like grunting?
So he looks at you and he's like, with wide eyes.
Sweet.
Now that is interesting. So you, and he's gonna respond to you. He's gonna say, and those of you who speak Infernal understand him to say
And Udi.
that I don't know of this Loth. However, I typically work alone. And to the rest he says, well, I believe you are all in grave trouble. And what brings you here? How did you get to this place?
We simply woke up here. We are in, I think,
Trapped.
some woods, and
Trapped you are. You don't just get here. There's only one way I know of to get here, and that is by evil Vistani.
Well, can you get us out of here? We don't want to be
Not
here. We want to go
as easy
home.
as you think. We're all trapped in a way in this tormented, otherworldly prison.
Do you know why
God.
we could have gotten sent here? Like why people get sent here?
I don't know why you're here, but I've traveled many, many years. I've studied very hard on this particular one. I've made my way here. I sought this place. How you arrived here, I can't possibly understand.
Okay, so
Here's
we were.
what I can tell you.
You want to know what happened? We were at this party. It was a great time. We
Mm-hmm.
like saved the day. We got the moonstone. Like everything.
I don't know what this
great.
moonstone is.
It's a thing. Just don't worry about it.
Okay.
And
Yes.
and
I almost
That's it.
prefer talking to you, child. Yes.
Yeah, probably. I would agree with that assessment.
Mhm.
Because he's not a child.
You're rambling now.
Old. Yeah. Well, you got me distracted. And
He's
we
drinking from
literally
his-
we had this great party. We had the celebration. I got a staff. Lance got a staff. People got boats. People got lots of great stuff. And then we just woke up here. Literally, that is literally what happened. So you're saying like evil people are sent here, or somebody probably sent us here? What do
Well,
you think? I just wanted to give you that assessment.
Sure. He looks to Nelyani. I couldn't possibly know all of the mechanisms or motivations, but I do see your friend here, Nelyani. It looks strikingly like Tatiana of old. This
Again,
would-
I get that a lot.
That's interesting. Well, perhaps you were brought here purposefully by the Vistani who serve Strahd's evil whims. He's in search for a lost soul, Tatiana, his lover.
Okay.
These
Thanks for
Vistanis,
that.
they work for
That's a good
someone.
hypothesis.
The Vistani are a people of Barovia. They are allowed free will in and out of Barovia. And they bring people to Strahd, as far as I know. Don't know why. In this case, it appears it probably because this friend of yours, Neliani, looks much like Tatiana, but I couldn't say for sure.
Why wouldn't he have just like, not that I wanted him to do that, but why wouldn't he just take her? Why did he take all of us? Just curious. Peculiar. Because we're
Well,
kind
it
of
isn't him that does it, and I don't really know. Again, I can't
enough.
speak to his motivations. I only know that I have one motivation, and that is to destroy him.
So
You
what?
see
What?
him like kind
So
of
you're gonna
glaze over and concentrating a
would
little
you
bit more
join
on
us in our
something.
fight? Because we have, you know, the Tatiana lookalike, and that's a big leg up for you. And we could really use your help.
Well, it sounds like I think we can help each other.
Awesome.
So, here's the thing. Strahd, so you guys know, I'm sure you don't know much about vampires, but Strahd is...
You can't say his name. Don't break your own rule.
Well, what he was doing just before he said his name, he was like concentrating very hard.
So he's buffeting. Okay.
You feel that he's in his spell sort of mind.
Okay.
So, you should know that he is the most powerful vampire. He is the one of all that should be. Now, I've been here in Barovia for some time. I've tracked him. I'm here, and I've been working as a bard in Vallaki. I've been telling people my name is Rictavio, and I've been keeping an eye on the goings on. Now, Strahd, according to my research, he does operate in waves, so he will lay dormant in his home, in his castle, for long periods of time, potentially years. So I've been waiting for that moment. Although, lately, and unfortunately, there's a lot of activity going on right now. I am aware of your presence in Vallaki. I saw you guys. So, wanted to see if you what you say you are, but I did witness you as I left there. I know he made his presence, which is why I had to leave, because they've been acting under this low profile. Strahd does know me. I've hunted him before. Didn't work out so well. I've been monitoring the Keepers of the Feather. You've heard of them, yes? He looks to all of you. There was another of your party. Don't know what's happened to him, but you should know that the Keepers of the Feather are definitely against this one, the evil. One of your party, I've taken note, has been working with him. Now, I only believe I don't really know the full goings on of it, but I do believe that's probably what caused all of the craziness at Vallaki. No problem. That was reckless. I will say that. And this is why I am concerned that you take this as a joke. As just some random quest for adventurers such as yourselves. But this is no joke. I've been working years to destroy this person. This vampire. And so, There's no going back now. I also have been residing in a tower west of Valaki, in between here and there. I will probably go back there, but first I have some business with the Vistani. There is a camp of Vistani south of Valaki that I must deal with. But you mentioned this invitation. I'm very curious to see it. And I will see it, please. Not to question you guys, but I want to question Strahd and its the intent.
I stick the invitation in Udaquad's pocket. Well, nobody hopefully notices.
Not one
I
fucking
didn't see
person
a
noticed
thing.
that shit.
I don't even think you're gonna have to like poke me a little bit.
Even Udaquad didn't notice it.
I'll leave it half hanging out.
So he says, well, given that you have an invitation, this is good news for me. I would like to ally myself with you, but certain things need to happen. This ball's rolling now. Unfortunately, Esmeralda adds another problem. I do wish to see her protected. Not ready for this. Not on her own. Don't know why she's here, honestly.
And these Vistani that you're going to go visit, do they have items that can help us in this task?
Doubt it. There are items. I'll find them. However, I do have a request. If we could ally ourselves, there's a place. This place is called, it's lovingly called Argens Vostholt. Now I found this
Lovingly? What's that translate into?
An affection is how I would, yes. So let me explain. Argens Vostholt is a mansion that is south of this tower I speak of, in between here and Valaki. I found a journal in my research, and in this journal it described a silver dragon. He was disguised as a nobleman. His name was Lord Argenvost. Very rich, as far as I understand. And he used his riches. This is prior to... He takes a deep breath and, again, that concentration. This is prior to Strahd being a vampire. He, using his riches, he recruited many champions of good, and they guarded a repository of evil known as the Amber Temple. They needed to protect this repository. I don't understand the source or the origins of this evil repository. However, this was their lot in life to protect anything from opening this Pandora's box. They were known as the Order of the Silver Dragon. Anyway, Strahd, before he was known as the Lord of the Vampires, also commanded an evil lot, his minions, his soldiers, and they went to war. These soldiers of Strahd and the Order of the Silver Dragon. And Strahd won, fortunately. As far as I can tell by the records, they destroyed the dragon and hacked his body to pieces, stripped him to the bone, and transported all of the remains to Castle Ravenloft as a trophy. Now, the death of this dragon enraged the spirit of Vladimir Horngard. He was the greatest in this order. He led them, and he returned as a revenant. Are you familiar with revenant?
No.
Well, such young.
Oh,
I'm not sure that you'll survive this, by the way. I just want to make sure you're aware.
Okay.
Revenants are returned undead with
Oh, good.
they seek vengeance upon those that typically put them to death, and
I
they
didn't do it.
they do not rest until that deed is done. So, Vladimir, he returned as a revenant, and he wanted to avenge his lord Argenvolt. But he had so much powerful spiritual energy. Remember, this was an order of the good.
Right.
He brought back the others with his energy, the other fallen of this order. And they went on as revenants to kill many, many, many of Strahd's soldiers. However, every time they died, and they did, they died as well, and they would just repossess another body.
Okay, so they're a spirit, and they can just keep going body to body.
They keep returning until their vengeance
They
is done,
seek revenge.
and they have not been able to destroy Strahd. So, eventually, they did get to Strahd. It's only a matter of time. They did kill Strahd, and well, we know that Strahd has become a vampire. That part is missing in the journals. How did that happen? However,
Who done it?
one would expect the revenants at the point where they've achieved their vengeance would have then gone on to rest in peace. This is how revenants typically operate. However, they didn't. And so, they were visited by a Vistani, as this legend goes. And it was a Vistani seer, and she told them that Strahd is now a prisoner of this place known as Barovia, tormented by the death of his beloved Tatiana and the murder of his brother Sergei.
Oh.
Because he's trapped and never dying, the revenants also cannot rest in peace. The order cannot rest. And so, according to this journal, knowing that they were trapped too, their new mission was obvious. Kill anyone attempting to end Strahd's torment. Unfortunately, because they are now consumed by hatred, they've lost all of their nobility. But I have a feeling that if we can somehow manage to talk to them and bring them to our alliance, if we're going to call it that, I'd like to call it that. We can bring them to our alliance. Maybe we can have an army with us to destroy Strahd. Using your invitation to get in the castle, which I did not have prior, assuming this invitation's intent is legitimate, well, I think then we have a solid chance. Now, I've known that I could not take Strahd on by myself. I was waiting and waiting for the proper moment, but I may die before that moment happens, because I am an old man. I've waited a long time, and Strahd is very active for one reason or another. And unfortunately, you've told me of this bride. So we have Delyani. You look just like Tatiana. Fortunate. probably why you're all here. And, well, unfortunately, Esmeralda's probably poking all of the wrong buttons. So, I don't think that at this point Strahd is going to lay dormant for years as I was hoping. So the time is now. So my thought is this. Let me... He pours himself a refill. Let me handle my business. I've already have some wheels in motion. The Vistani. You all, please, would visit Argensvostholt to bring these revenants to... I'm sure they would love to the idea of resting in peace finally and destroying the one. And at which point, when we have all of the allegiances, we meet back at the tower. And we enter. We head to the castle. What do you say?
So
I mean, it's a better plan than what we got.
these revenants, they live in the mansion.
As far as I know.
And they are...
According to my research.
At the current moment, they wish not to end Strahd.
Again, I had to fill in the blanks in some of my research, but I am assuming that their mission now is to just keep Strahd in torment. But if they were given the option to destroy him permanently, if they felt they could, and I know we can, they go to peace. They rest forever in peace.
Excellent. So then we offer them either destroy the evil one or end his torment by marrying off Tatiana.
No. Ending his torment is not what they want. They want him to suffer, and I'm assuming, or die. Permanently.
Why is he suffering now? Because he's without Tatiana?
Because he's trapped here.
But if he had his Tatiana, would that not make his life better?
It might. However, we won't be able to leave this place while he's still here. We're all trapped with him.
Agreed.
As far as I know, the curse is lifted when he is dead, and the curse is this fucking place. Now, I'm in it to kill him or die, but I'm sure that your party here wants to leave. You don't belong here. I'm old in my years. I don't care. I will stay here until he's dead. That is my one
are you saying
mission in life. I don't care about anything else.
Are you saying that this universe and the people in it were created for the sole purpose to torment Strahd?
Dimension.
So it's a dimension for Strahd, and all these people are just
plain.
What I'm talking about.
Yes.
Huh. What meaningless lives.
Yes. I don't know if you've noticed, but they all seem sort of lackluster, gray. Some say the Barovians are soulless. Because Strahd has collected many.
In this journal, this is where you've learned of these revenants.
I've been researching Strahd for many years, outside of even Barovia. I've been hunting him and the monsters like him for a long time. I'm an old man. I've seen a lot of the world, probably some parts that you come from.
Well, what does the group say? Do we?
Pell is a joke.
I say let's do it. I'm down. He seems like he's got a plan. He seems really confident. We don't have anywhere else to be. We're kind of trapped here. He seems like the best way to get out of here. What else are we doing? Bobbins, what do you think? Ruben's clone.
But before we
Who are you talking
get
to?
too ahead of ourselves, child,
Oh, I
are
guess.
you, and now I
that they-
wonder,
that
are you
I can't just
actually a
talk.
child? Obviously, you
No.
can change yourself. So, will you show me your true self?
Your true
Yes. And so I guess
self.
I'll transform into my faceless Udaquad self with my drab clothes and bones and charms.
Okay. So as you remove
You're
your
a gnome, right?
face,
Sort of.
he's
Okay.
like, you see him redo some stuff. What's happened to you, poor man? Are you a man?
The things we do for power and understanding.
I don't think this loath has been. Well, I don't judge. I only judge good and evil. I sense no evil from you. Tincture, a smidge, maybe, but not pure evil. And so I'm okay with that. Every once in a while, we have to walk on the wrong side to achieve
He said you're watered down evil.
things.
Yeah, that's true.
A means
But
to
I
an
know.
end, I say. Well,
Mm.
Lancha. Probably haven't heard of that one. Cheers.
Opa.
So, I would like to see this invitation, though. Before we get ahead of ourselves,
Well, sticking half out of your pocket.
this
you
is
know.
the
Yeah.
most important part. Because there's no point in raising an army if we can't get in the door.
So I guess I'm gonna since I don't know that I have it, I'm gonna pat my pockets and start walking away, as in like, oh well, let me go see, because I know Bobbins has it, so I'm gonna be like, where did I put that invite? Kind of cueing Bobbins, but then I feel it, and I'm like, oh, here it is, and I'm going to produce the invite.
In this moment, you hear like the creaking of the door. This time it's not Anna, it's Dimitri peeking his head in. And at that same time, Van Richten slams his hand on the table. I forgot to tell you the most important thing. Dimitri pulls out, shuts the door. I suppose it's not the most important. Don't like that. So, you should also know there's a thing with the wolves. Are you aware of the wolves around here?
We got the memo.
Yes, we've seen them, and I believe fought them.
We've killed quite a few, actually.
Yes, well, be careful. Don't get bit. Some of them have lycanthropy. You're aware of this. Do you know what this is?
I've not heard of it, I don't believe.
Well, your friends, the keepers of the feather, also have this condition. This doesn't mean it's bad. It's not an evil thing, but have you heard of werewolves? Were-raven? Anything?
The ravens, yes.
Parables.
Yes, well, it is a condition where turn into these creatures. And I will tell you the evil one has werewolves working for him.
Got a pack of them.
So you gotta be careful. Anyway.
So Blanche is aware of everything.
So, let me
Aware
see this thing.
animal.
So may I take it?
Yeah, inspect it.
Okay, so he reads it, and he's taking a very particularly long time looking at it. What does this mean? Gotten off on, or what does this mean? Talk to terms. Speak of. What is this? What is he referring to?
I believe that's where he is interested in marrying Nelyani.
Oh, I think he wants to make an honest woman out of her.
How did you? Oh, you learned of me from your patron. This is so strange. You don't understand the grave danger you've been in this whole time. How long have you been in Barovia?
What was it, about a week now?
Mhm. Yeah.
7 day.
We've killed a lot of wolves.
That's great.
Want some meat or a pelt? Got
Does she
plenty.
always talk this much?
I haven't talked that
Well-
much, actually. Per usual, I haven't done that much.
Well, let me tell you something. You're in grave danger. Obviously, I'm just looking at this and what you're telling me now. It seems as if you're being targeted. I thought it was just happenstance, but I don't think that anymore. As given Nilyani here's resemblance to Tatiana herself, given that you just appeared here, I definitely suspect that Vistani did something to bring you here, and the rest of you are probably toys for Strahd or souls, or he's trying to, I don't know, turn you into his spawn. I don't know. But it seems very much so that she is wanted. It's not good. Not good at all. And you've been in danger for a very long time. You should definitely, what do you do for your patron? Definitely give your patron something, because your patron was correct in telling you to reach out to me. Because if anyone can kill him, it is I.
We'll see if she needs a sacrifice.
But you do have magic, so if your magics. Do you get them from your patron?
Some of them, yes. Not all of them. Some were innately provided.
You are a warlock, are you not?
I am.
That's interesting. Well, I'm sure you have unique attributes about you that can help. Now this one, Hedok, this brute. Hedok, are you worth your weight in muscle? What you got, buddy?
Told you, a brute.
You want to find out?
No, I do not. You look stronger than I.
He's
You
like,
want to know? The guy wants to know.
I would never challenge
give
you,
this kid
sir.
a pan flute.
But he looks at you approvingly. I could never challenge one such as yourself, but I want to make sure you're ready for the battle that is to come. And you, Takaira,
Don't be mean.
you say you're a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Powerful? Wild or controlled?
I mean, it depends on my mood.
What are you hiding under those clothes?
You want to see?
What he's getting at is that your horns and your tail and stuff.
I'm a tiefling.
I knew. I just wanted
Yeah.
to do. You must be truthful with yourself if you were ever to tackle someone such as this vampire. He'll bring out the worst in you and he will challenge your mind. You must be confident.
Speaking
was
of
pretty
such,
confident.
do you know of any protection against that, other than a strong mind itself?
Mind is most important because his biggest weapon is to use you against your friends. You must block this out of your mind. Now, he does have other protections himself, but he can cast spells. So what you did with me is very good. But expect something stronger from him than what I was doing. And to be transparent with you, all I was doing was checking the room for sense of evil. So your counter spell was great. Save it for him, but use it when needed, and know that whatever he does will be super powerful. Some other things. According to my research, he has not only is he a vampire, so he does have regenerative powers, but he also has an item, an object, which he gets an extra regenerative powers from. Holds this somewhere in his castle. He's got a tether to this thing. I don't know what it is. We must find it and destroy it.
What I missed? What's going on now?
Missed a lot, girlfriend.
Mm.
Yeah. Kind of lost the whole next storyline. Okay.
So
Catch you up to speed.
the other thing is, I think there is a misconception that I've heard throughout many lands that I've traveled that a stake in the heart will destroy a vampire. That's simply not true. Well, definitely not true for this one. A stake in the heart is very powerful indeed when he is in his resting place, but it does not kill him, it only paralyzes him. At that point, we kill. You understand? But this tether to this object that grants him some regenerative powers must be destroyed, or it's all for naught. Let's find this item. I don't know what it is, but it is within his castle. And I do know that because I've had battles with Strahd over the years, you can tell he's like reflecting. He just gets quiet and just like thinking back. And you get the sense of like, this dude's like battle worn.
Been through it.
He's battle worn. And he's having some sort of remembrance or just thinking about it. He's like, I've taken him down very far. And yet, comes back. And I know it's this tether. I know it. It must be.
Tether. Okay.
So, we must. This is why I'm here. I knew I needed to get to where his resting place is. I knew I needed to get to this castle. I know this object is here, and he is there. As I mentioned, I was waiting for the proper time when he was asleep. It's not going to happen. But as a group, we find this object. We destroy it. We stake him. Somehow. I don't know how. If he's not resting. We finish it.
Him too. We should cut off his head.
If we all live.
We'll live.
Or at least for the survivors. We'll escape Barovia.
There you go.
But first, your Vistani and the Revenants.
Yes, we cannot go in there alone. And I say this, you're a big group, and I am one, and Esmeralda. If we could find her, I only hope that she's not trying to do this on her own. She will die. But, as I say, if we can get the help of the Order, we have a chance. You have an invitation to get in. This is the best news I've heard in months, years. This is great. I've been waiting for a long time. And so I'm glad you sent your message to me now. I wasn't sure at first. I was ready to kill you. For potentially wrecking my plans, of course. I've worked many years to get to this point. But I think we can serve each other. You are all in great danger, regardless of allying with me or anyone else. You're in great danger because of that one. And he points to Nelyani. So, the other option is you don't align with me and you get yourselves away from her. Or, I'm sorry, Nelyani, this is a means to an end. You use the invitation, you talk terms with Strahd, and you sacrifice your friend Nelyani. The only way I can see it to go.
Wait, but then how does that destroy Strahd?
It doesn't, but it gets you out of Barovia. Because he's going to reward you with something. I assume it's safe travel with Vistani.
But then what about your plan?
It kills my plans. I'm just saying If you don't ally with me, know you're in great danger, and your only out is sacrifice your friend, get a reward from Strahd to travel with Vistani, because they're the ones who have...
There's no guaranteeing that reward anyway.
No, absolutely not. He may just kill you.
Right. So let's go ahead and partner. That's my vote. But
I agree with you. Let's partner.
I'm in. Take it to a vote.
Very well. And then I think we shall go visit this mansion and meet you at your tower.
Do we want to take it to a vote? We want to go with this guy?
Map maker. Map maker.
Just thought of matchmaker.
Map,
song.
map maker.
Matchmaker, matchmaker.
Yes,
Yes,
me.
yes.
Map
You're-
map maker, make me a map.
Your name again is Blanche. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, Blanche. I can draw you a very crude map to get to the tower and also to the road to this mansion, which I don't know the distance. I only know the road to go. I haven't been there, so I can help in that regard.
So she's so gonna judge your map. I'm just saying.
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
I'm
judge your
kind
map.
of
I'm
a
going to love
map
your map.
snob.
Your map's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to see it.
Blanche's map
So-
will be.
So he draws you a crude. So we need a way to message each other, but not paper bird. That is the most dumb thing you could have done, by the way. Don't do that ever again.
Well, it got you here, so how dumb was it?
You're
Would you
lucky
like
at that.
Got
You
your
could
back.
have been killed if
Got your
that
back, Udi.
bird was grabbed.
But it wasn't.
You talk
grabbed
too
it.
much. Shut up. I'm just kidding. No, don't shut
Would-
up. But you do talk a lot.
Whoa.
would you
Not
prefer
that much this time.
would you prefer
You're
for
a child, just like
Willard-
Esmeralda. You remind me of her. And we have a true child here who's not really a child, but he's less of a child than the child.
I am the true Esmeralda, by the way, but moving on.
Let's see. Well, what if I sent Willard, my familiar, to you?
Does it speak? We need to be able to relay a message.
It can mimic words. He does do
Not from that
mimicry.
far.
I also need something. We should establish some sort of a code word so that I know when I ask the code word, you're not under the charms of him. Do you
Hmm.
understand what I mean?
Falafel.
Yes. I was going to say unicorn.
Falafel. Let me write that down. Falafel.
Good
Strange
code
but I
word.
like it.
Great code word.
What language is this? I'm
You
kind of
know-
a linguist.
I've ate this food in a dream once. I think I might have been in a different plane.
Good. I like this. No dark ones would know this word.
iPhone 5G.
No! Even here, 5G.
Coronavirus.
Donald
Right.
Trump. Ah!
No, that would be MAGA. What?
Gaga. No,
Make America
make-
great again.
No, make Barovia great again.
Yeah, Magba.
Magva.
Magbaba.
Anyway. Anyway.
So what happens when somebody says falafel? Like if you go,
That's
How would
his
that work?
test to see if you're under influence.
wouldn't we know the code word even if we're under influence? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you would.
You don't
Yes,
lose
you
your
would.
memories.
You're
That's
just
right, you
compelled
would.
to do something.
You would. Well, we still need some way of knowing.
Mm.
We're gonna need something to know.
Is there when you're compelled to do something, can you do other things? Like if somebody was like, hey, if Blanche was compelled, then could they be like, hey Blanche, can you run to the store real quick and buy me a gallon of milk? Or can she not? Can she just like she has to do
Depends on what you mean by the compel.
In
yes.
character, you would never know. Out of character, it would depend on what the compulsion is. If it helps her or serves a greater need or something, yeah, maybe.
Well, like if that's our test, if because they're compelled to do something, so they have to do that thing, and we ask them politely to do something else,
You would have to, but you
do
wouldn't
it.
know what they're compelled to do per se.
Right.
You wouldn't know if it's against the grain or not.
We would just know they were compelled.
Well, I have
I thought it was a good trick, but maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know if we're gonna come to a consensus on what we should do, but I do like falafel just in case. Let's keep that as a just in case. But secondarily, I do have enough spells in my catalog, if you will, to detect things. So, how will you know if I'm messed up? Well, I will tell you. You know my singular purpose in life. If you see me go against that singular purpose in life, kill me. Simple.
Oh, and how about this? If anyone tries to trick or kidnap Nelyani, we can pretty much assume they're under compulsion. So
Let's be clear here then. The goal is you're keeping your friend.
yeah, we're keeping her friend. Unless she doesn't want to be kept. But
Nelyani, I'm sorry to speak of you as an object, but in hard times, we must make hard choices.
Yeah, I already knew I was gonna be the bait, so like whatever.
And so we should discuss that. We may want to use her as bait. It may be a good
for
tactic.
sure.
And in that case, if you decide to use her as bait, I might be okay with it, regardless if you're under compulsion or not. You understand what I
Listen,
mean?
I'm the one that's gonna resurrect you. I'm the one that's gonna bring you back to life. So
But really quick,
you may not want to piss me off.
By the way, if I can interject in magic terms of
who are you?
like
Wait,
mechanic, I am not talking. This
you're out
isn't
of
Bobbins.
character.
This is me.
Okay.
In terms of D&D
As an
magical terms, if they're
Yep.
under compulsion or a charm or whatever, it would show up in detect magic as an enchantment or around them.
Okay.
oh,
So you could use detect magic to see it.
Okay.
and just one more thing before we move on. I feel like we should throw one more option out there. Nelyani, do you want to get with this guy? You think he's cute? You like him?
What
Want to
guy?
marry him?
What
Yeah,
guy?
vampire. Strahd.
No.
You want to get with Strahd?
No.
There you go. I had to ask. What if she's like, yeah, I want to live happily ever after with him.
I'm not Tatiana. I know I look like this chick, but I'm not her.
I thought you were going to say I'm not
To
Takaira.
be sure.
Yeah, that too.
Well, Kyra would stay the night, but she wouldn't stay forever.
I mean, you guys are just gonna offer me up as bait, and we're gonna go in there, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
have
just
to
wanted to be sure.
try to keep his claws off me. Great.
Girl.
Huh. Keep your claws to yourself.
Okay, so then I will send Willard to you once we have negotiated with the revenants.
Can you show me Willard now so I know what it looks like when I see it?
Yeah, I don't think I ever put Willard in the pocket dimension, so he's probably just in the rafters. I think, or I can conjure him if you want.
Coming in from the rest.
Trying to think, did any of you guys put Willard away?
Willard's been gone forever. We haven't used Willard in
Willard's
forever.
been gone a minute. Yeah.
Oh no,
Willard's been gone since the winery thing.
I was gonna say, did he ever return from?
I don't remember him returning.
He went out of range, and he's been kind of,
Yeah, he's been hitting it up with the other ravens. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna conjure Willard and present him to.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll just
So-
sit there, falafel.
The next thing we should probably discuss is if something happens to one of us, or I guess there's many of you, but if something should happen to me.
All hope is lost.
Well, I guess you don't care if anything happens to me, which is fine. But
We will take from your keep.
if I don't show up at the tower, we should have a meeting time. If I don't show up in this tower within the next 3 days, pursue without me.
Mm. Very well. That is fine. Do you mind
What
if we
does he
take...
Now,
bring,
if you
though?
don't show up in the next 3 days, well, I'm lost. I don't have an invitation. So that sucks.
True.
Should we assume you're dead if you don't show up? Like you're gonna show up no matter what, unless you're dead, or are you gonna just blow us off?
I would not blow you off.
I would
You were like-
think he would be
Don't
dead.
assume I'm dead. I may be detained, or I
Captured.
may be. I don't know. I can't think of any
Mm.
reason why I wouldn't be there. But
Is there any way we can find you? If
you
we
can
need
try
to?
and use this Willard thing, or I don't really have a way.
We don't have telephone.
But do not use the paper birds, please. I also want to say, if you find Esmeralda, warn her, and tell her of our alliance, because the worst thing that could happen is that she goes after him on her own. That would be the worst thing to happen. She needs to be with us. Or not. Or just be gone. Or whatever. I'm very upset that she's even here in Barovia.
Hmm.
But if you see
Okay,
her,
well,
please warn her. Well, I think we're good here. Yes?
yes.
Let's drink about it. And he pulls out I only have one other glass. So, he looks around in the kitchen area where you all are sitting. He says, "Nah," and he like grabs like different glasses of whatever site. He doesn't care, and he starts pouring like drinks. This is not wine. This is not beer. This is just something else. Brown liquid.
You brought some malt liquor,
But
from
it's
a
what he's
different
been
plane?
drinking this entire
Some
time.
some grog.
Is what he's been drinking this entire time. He says, "Well, I think this has been a good turn of events. If anything could be called good in this land. Cheers to you, my friends. What do you call yourself?"
The Unicorn Squad.
Love it! You ever seen a unicorn? Probably not, but I have. Well, cheers to you all.
Cheers.
Here
He clinks glasses, and as you take a sip, or if you don't, if you fake it or you don't, whatever. This is.
I'm drinking it.
Oh no! We lost
Oh.
Alex.
Your windows.
There goes my freaking windows.
Window
Alex got
order
drunk.
done.
Oh no.
Was that an
I
accident?
I just quit D&D now.
Just quit it.
I just quit. So
Is he gonna go back?
hope so. So everyone cheers, and this thing is super strong. This is the strongest drink you've ever had in your life.
Nice.
It's
Mm.
good and strong. So you nip it. It burns the tongue a little bit. But he just like no. All right, with that I'm off. I'm going back to Wallachia. I've got a couple things. I've got to rescue my tiger and take care of the Vistani.
Wait, you have to rescue your tiger.
What? Yes, I
Please,
did not mention my
Esmeralda.
tiger. Yes, sir. I came prepared.
I wanna kind of join on that adventure.
I kind of do too. That sounds more fun. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's okay.
This-
we gotta
this
go get the
one's-
Revenant.
This one's for
We have
me.
to?
I am
Can we
so
go
sorry.
at a tiger?
Yeah.
Well,
off to the Revenant.
I suspect that Dimitri and Anna want to come back into their home. And he has this cane, and he like bangs his cane, and the door opens. And Dimitri and Anna are just standing there, like, and they're like, like all like nervous because they just got caught standing there by the door with Ilyas, who's like, "Hi!" And they're like, "Shut up!" And says, "Well, it's time for me to go." And he goes like and he whistles, and a horse comes up like and like pushes Ilyas and the family away and nuzzles in there in the door. And the horse is like beautiful, like really beautiful. Well taken care of.
What does the horse
pulls
look
out,
like?
It is a brown
Okay,
mare.
it doesn't look like the toy horse that I have.
No.
Okay. Okay.
He pulls an apple out of his sack and he tosses it to his horse like it's a dog, and it catches it and just like eats it up. And he says,
I don't know if horses can do that. Can horses do that?
"Oh,
They
this
can
one
catch
does.
apples.
This one does." Victor, let's
Normally,
go finish our
just
business.
hand it.
And he like walks out and he says, he gives like a nod and like hats and bows to Ilyas and family. Pops
Victor's
up on
the
his
horse's
horse.
name?
What's that?
Victor's the horse's name?
Yes.
Isn't that the Lone Ranger's horse's name, right?
Maybe.
Maybe my subconscious pulled that out.
That-
I have no idea.
That's a nice deep cut,
Victor.
Ingrid.
But I promise you, not intentionally
Google
did
it.
I do that. So anyway, so he rides off, says, "See you at the tower," and he's gone. And so Anna and Dimitri and Ilyas walk in, and Ilyas is like, drinkies. And he's like looking at everyone's glasses. His eyes are bunkers and like licking glasses. Like, and Dimitri's like, "Stop it, Ilyas, stop it." And Anna looks at him like, "Alone." So, and Dimitri's
Nice.
looking to you all and says, "So, Friar Tuck, now are you?" Well, they walk in to the quad, and you were as you.
Mm-hmm.
A little alarming.
Well,
Victor's
just
the-
I
the
can
Lone
walk. I can
Ranger's
walk to the
nephew, of
kitchen and
course.
change.
So, Dimitri looks to Friar Tuck. Friar.
Yes.
So have you found your way?
On my way.
Into his pants.
Do you want to?
Again,
No. I mean, like, you have a thing, you need to do?
You want to?
No.
so you can get the fuck out.
And Anna is getting this weird, like, she gets the vibe look, and she's looking at you, Takira, like, forgave you. What do you
Yeah.
do? But she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She's
Anything.
just like, Ira.
Your son is so handsome. I'm so happy you have him back in your lives because of me.
So,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So she's just like, okay, and she just
Yeah.
starts like
Oh, boy.
smashing dishes in the thing, like just. And Dimitri's like,
We will be leaving for some
Um,
time, if that's what you're asking, Dimitri.
when will you
Are
be
you
leaving?
asking?
Wait,
We will-
wait. Who are you? And why are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Close your eyes.
Where's Bobbins? Oh God.
Baby.
Ilyas, don't go to your room. Room? This is a room.
He's like Mr. Meeksies or something.
Whoa.
What?
This is
I don't understand.
fun.
Yeah. So we will be preparing and making our way to
What's
a
this? And he grabs a
mansion.
letter. What is this?
Hey,
you
wizard
found
guy.
my
By the way,
notary.
Ilyas is not like a child. Like 20-year-old. Older
Weird.
child.
Oh, that makes
he's
it
not 20,
strange.
he's like 19, 20. But he's like childish now, you know.
Special.
What is
Hey,
this?
hey, wizard guy, can you kind of fix his brain a little bit? Is
He's-
that in your capability?
That dude's gone. But
That could, yeah, he's gone.
Oh, he left? I didn't know he left.
Victor and
he
him
threw
both
the
list.
apple. He left on his way. Meet you at the tower. He left.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Ilyas, thank you. You
Yeah.
found my lost letter.
Welcome.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna scratch his little noggin.
Ooh.
Some, therapy.
Thank
You might have to
you.
relearn some
Dimitri's
things, you
like-
know.
What's wrong with you? Face.
Oh, sorry. I was
And
outside
Ilyas
and I
doesn't even, like,
fell.
Is not even phased by you, by the way. Like me.
'Cause he's
Dimitri's like-
precious.
What's happening here? Father Friar Tuck.
Yeah.
I think at this point it's probably a good idea that you don't stay here anymore. Or in the cellar. Or out of sight.
From
Or
there,
something
that's-
else. And he's looking, and Anna's back is turned, and he's looking at you, and he's looking at Anna's back, like, probably a good time to go. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Right? Thank
gonna
you
miss
so
you.
much for Ilyas, but now's a good time.
We're going. The end.
Well,
GTFO.
I see that we've overextended our stay.
Yeah. No, never. You're always welcome.
We're always welcome. Bye, Dimitri.
I'm gonna give him a hug and push my scabby ass face on him.
Oh, God.
Puss on him.
And then whisper in his ear, "Thank you."
Yeah, well,
Way to be creepy.
Bobbins, are you still in the house? Or are you? I mean, you're stealthy.
I'm
So I
working.
mean, did you
I'm
go or do
working.
you stay?
I'm still here. I'm with
He's-
I will be following the group
Oh,
until I decide to come out. And
I thought he
thank
was
them for
on the
being,
underside of Victor, like.
you know,
Wait, well, I mean, I think the rest of the party left, right? Or no?
We're heading outside the door right now. I was going to say that we do need to spend some time just packing up, because I do want to present the spell scroll to, I guess, all the spellcasters, just to see who can read the scroll, because I can't.
Okay. That's
Okie dokie.
good question.
Yeah, and then I
Forgot about
think,
that.
and then I think we have a staff that we needed to attune somewhere to kind of understand its properties, because
What
we don't have
staff?
anybody that can read. It's a black
knows?
spongy
you
material.
can see her. You can see her.
Wait, which?
Whispers.
There's a staff
What,
made of black spongy
It's a
material.
black spongy staff we got off the druid, Sean.
Yeah, I don't know if it has any
Oh.
properties.
Yep, it does. I'll hand it over to you as soon as I come out of hiding, and you ask me about it.
Yeah,
Forgot
because I
about
figured
that.
that's really the only way that we're going to understand what it possibly does in this realm. Because I don't think anybody.
When you attune it, you learn its properties.
Mm,
But what
That's
if you
how it works.
attune to it and it like ruins your life?
Could
That's the
happen.
risk you take. It's called a cursed item.
mhm.
Could happen. So
I'm not attuning to some spongy staff. No, thank you.
Chicken.
It's black. It's like the coolest color ever.
But it's spongy. It sounds like mold. It sounds like a moldy.
It bleeds too.
It's a
Oh, see,
moldy,
that's
bloody staff.
cool. That's like right up Uduguadeli.
No, for sure.
Anyway, as they
If-
walk
if
out the
Udi was
door,
gonna have a staff,
we
it would
are
be
saying
that
goodbye
staff.
to the dysfunctional couple that is here. I will be in the middle of the crowd, and then I will just say, "Man, you guys really know how to negotiate a deal." So the big brain idea here is we go talk to the revenants of pure hatred that somehow have decided they want to keep Strahd alive, and then we have to convince the solely focused, very angry undead that they have to switch that to wanting to kill him. And his
Bobbins
big brain
back
idea
in
is they'll
play.
just
I
want to
forgot.
do that.
Hmm.
So does
Well,
nobody
I
think
think it'll
that's
be-
going to be a little bit troublesome?
Well, hear me out. I feel like it
While you
could
guys are
work
deliberating,
because
I grab the beer.
it's possible because I feel like Strahd's kind of living his best life right now. And if we tell them, Strahd isn't suffering, he's
Well,
going to get a
I don't
wife.
think Strahd is living his best life because he doesn't have Tatiana, and that's what he's seeking. But
Yes, but we can say, I mean, we don't want to tell them that she's
no,
Tatiana.
it's fine. You're going to be doing the talking, though. You get to talk to the angry undead. By the way, have you guys seen the movie The Crow?
Well, I was
What?
just bringing
Have
up
you
an
seen
idea.
the movie The Crow?
What does that
No.
have to do with anything?
Because the Crow is a revenant. He's literally the
Oh,
he is literally a revenant.
yeah. Okay.
That's the whole point. He
I
was
see
a
where you're
revenant.
going.
And what was his singular focus? Murdering everybody. This will be fun. You get to talk to the undead, though.
I'll try. I mean, I'm the best one. If any, I would be the best one to talk
Are
to
you
them.
the
So,
best to talk to undead? Maybe Nelyani would be.
oh, I was
It's
talking
like,
about.
I'll just fireball those bitches.
Oh,
You're all
Oh,
just
shit.
gonna
Yeah,
throw
I
me
have
under the
plus
bus and tell
persuasion.
them that I'm Tatiana reincarnated, and they'll probably switch to our side.
We got Alex
Unless
back.
they kill
I got-
you, unless
how long
they
were you-
decide, oh,
Hold on. Alex, how long were you waiting?
Like a couple of minutes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. My computer froze, and then
Okay. Well, you're back. I'm going to rearrange your windows while
You
you guys
got
keep
hacked.
deliberating.
hey, you played back.
Anyway, I mean, okay, but if we want to, I guess we can go with this plan. I'm just saying there's some flaws in it. There's some obvious bad points that could go bad. And one of which is this crew of undead soldiers that have somehow decided that keeping Strahd alive is the best course of action for their vengeance will be not the best people to talk to. It'd be like talking to Henoch here while he's raging. But like he's raging all the time and he's undead.
Okay, Baden, what would you like? What's your
Oh
suggestion?
no, I'm just gonna follow along and clean up the mess.
No, don't. But seriously, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't trust this guy.
Ooh.
Van Richten?
Yeah. I mean,
What other choices?
your
do you have?
patron did kind of tell us to go to him, which automatically puts under my suspicion this is a bad idea.
There you go. Yeah.
But
Okay.
is your patron necessarily like she only dabbles with evil people? Like maybe she doesn't want
Her patron,
Udi to
his
die,
patron,
so
his
she-
patron is the whole reason we're here. His
From
patron is the
your
reason why we got teleported
perspective-
to the middle of a pyramid.
I mean, I
of
would say
killer
from everyone
snakes.
else's perspective, it's kind of weird. Udaquad probably has a different idea. I mean, you
Hey,
are his minions.
I just work day in, day out. You know, yeah,
Just a man.
just go with the flow.
Anyway, sure, you can talk to the damn undead.
I mean,
Just-
the good thing is we do have a very nice cleric,
Just be ready to have to kill him.
which is true. But then they'll be reincarnated, and then we can work with them again.
Oh,
But
right.
I'm
They
kinda
don't die, do they?
No, they just reincarnate into a different body, is from what I understood.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a goddamn headache.
So I'm kind of interested to see what's in there, though. A dragon? Are we going to find some nice material?
You know what? If we walk in there and there's a giant undead dragon, we're leaving.
Ooh.
I would agree if there's an undead a dragon in general. Trust me. We've dealt with Dagon before, and it was not pleasant.
But I have charms with dragons. Just so
Oh
you know.
boy.
I do.
Okay.
Like you charmed other people.
So.
No, but they're really they're I do. Like I have. Hold on, I'll find it. Hold on, but I'll find it.
I'm aware you have that staff.
I'm not talking about the staff.
Udaquad, by the way, speaking of which, now it's your time to mention salves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see who can read the scroll, see what kind of spell it is, and we're gonna figure out who needs that, and then what else do we have in the bag? We just have the staff, right? That was the only thing that was really.
Yeah.
all I remember.
So let's talk about this scroll. So this scroll seems like to be readable by either a Nelyani or a Blanche.
So what size?
And one of them, doesn't matter who, says that this spell is a pretty good spell. Is a scroll of Hero's Feast.
Sounds fun.
So, this spell is a 6th level conjuration spell. Now, typically, this spell requires some components, but however, it's been inlaid. These components have been inlaid into this spell scroll, so they're not required. But typically, this spell, and this is what Nelyani and Blanche would have conveyed to everyone, that you would need a gem encrusted bowl worth at least 1,000 gold. This is spell consumed. This has all been crushed and inlaid in the making of this spell scroll. And what this Hero's Feast does is you bring forth a great feast, including magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time, and the beneficial effects don't set in until this hour is over. Up to 12 other creatures can partake of the feast. A creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last for 24 hours. So it's a big buff. So you imagine that once this scroll is used, a feast appears, and all of this magnificent food just makes you feel redonkulously awesome. Now, who's attuning to this staff?
I mean, first of all, you need to mention the staff to me so I can get it out. Just say it.
What's that?
Unicron needs to say, "Hey, you got that staff?"
Yeah.
I thought that was already done.
No,
Yeah.
it's discussed, but yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, Bobbins, remember that staff? Do you still have that?
Yeah, it's in the bag. You mean? I'm assuming you mean the icky but spongy one that we got off the druids.
Yeah, that
now
one
it's just been
there.
sitting in a bag. That would require attunement, which is like basically a short rest.
Yeah, I know that. So I'll get it out of the bag of holding and toss it to God. I don't want it.
I'm going to inspect it.
Write it down on your page because I'm taking it off mine.
Yeah, so this, just to remind you, that staff is weird, spongy. The wood is black. Seems like this wood is it's got an aura of evil about it.
Aura of
But it would take
evil.
some time to really understand it, attune to it.
Commune with staff.
So as you guys have just walked out the house and you've grabbed it out of Bobbin's bag, I mean, this is not the time. You're standing in front of Dimitri's house at this point. And you guys are just deliberating. And I imagine that you showed the scroll around, and Blanche and Ilyani both agree about what this scroll does. But the staff that was handed to you would require some time to examine, mess with, kind of play with a little bit before you would understand what it does. So you're all standing outside of the Dimitri house. I don't know. Well, I guess Bobbins, you're outside of the house. I was trying to get it. Did you leave too? Because you were kind of like hidden.
I left with the group, and then I revealed myself once we were out. Once we were out of the door and away from the house.
Oh, gee. Is somebody else typing for you?
Why are we talking about this?
I'm trying to find something, and
she's reached out. She's reached out to the Dragonborn population. She's like, Am I dragonborn?
Let me inform you
By the
something
way,
here.
no, let me just say this. No, let me just say
Dragonborn.
this. Stop it, Bobbins. You're insulting
Dragonborn
all
and
dragonborns.
you
Like there's a
can't
race
tell me
called
that I'm not
dragonborn.
good
You're
That's what I'm about to
insulting
say.
them.
Dragonborn are a race. You're not dragonborn. Dragonborn are a race.
You're a
dragon blood.
tiefling. You won't listen. You're a tiefling.
You're a tiefling with dragon blood.
I'm a dragon lady.
Just like I have Cherokee
not
blood in me as a
dragonborn. They're a
fingernail.
race.
You got a little bit of dragon in you.
Born from a dragon.
Okay. So anyway, moving on. So you guys are standing outside the house. What do you guys want to do? You guys are like standing there.
You got to show that.
Go
I don't
sit
know
on
if
a
the
park bench for an
conversations
hour
come
while
up
Udaquata tunes the staff.
on YouTube, but you
It's
should
gonna
show the
take some time.
conversation.
So you want to
Takes a
go
short
sit?
rest. Yeah,
No,
it takes a short rest.
I know. I was trying to go into story mode.
Oh.
It's
No,
gonna
we're
take some time. So you guys go sit at this bench where Udaquat examines this thing and
We're
starts
sitting on a
studying.
park
Y'all are
bench.
getting kind of bored while he's like futzing around with it.
Very
And
patient
Udaquad,
halfling.
this thing speaks to you in a weird way. I mean, you kind of are reflecting on the fact that Van Richten kind of called you out as got a bit of evil in you. And maybe you do. But this thing is, you get that sense that that part that of evil that's in you is the part that's feeling this staff right now. And you find that the evil within this staff makes beasts of any kind visibly uncomfortable within 30 feet of it. So it just has this aura of like weirdness. And you notice that from everybody else around you while you're like looking at it. They're sort of giving you this look of like, you are being super weird right now. I mean, but they're kind of
So
used
this
to you,
staff
but
just
like
makes-
it's a little bit
Gives
extra.
people the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's like gross.
What would
It's-
you even need that for?
Hold on.
Well, he's still getting to
Sorry.
the actual properties of the staff.
Sorry, yeah,
This staff has 10 charges that regain 1d6 plus 4 of its expended charges daily at dusk.
And the charges do.
If this staff is broken or burned to ashes, its wood will release a terrible, inhuman scream that can be heard out to a range of 300 feet. Any blights, so these would be the creatures that you fought before, the Nido blights, the poison blights, or whatever the heck.
Little wood
you
dudes
guys,
we fought with the
little
druids.
wooden guys. Anything that can hear that scream will probably die. This staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff. So this gets past the creatures that say only magical weapons will hurt it. On a hit, it deals damage as a normal quarterstaff, and you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the damage dealt. This is called Vampiric Strike.
The vampire staff.
Each time a charge is spent, red blood oozes from the staff's pores. And you know this because you've tested on yourself a number of times. And you must succeed on a DC 12 wisdom saving throw or be afflicted with something. And you notice this because you've been testing it on yourself, and you also felt the presence of Loth while you were doing that, like repairing your wounds. And you hear in your brain as you're testing yourself, you hear in your mind as you're like striking yourself like a cutter would. And you're like, you're seeing the blood, and you're like, and she says, "Stop. Strike only your victims. They will go mad." And she also says, by the way, you're on the right path.
That's a good thing.
Kill him. You know where I'm telling you to go. Kill him. Use this new minion for your deeds. By the way, this staff is so evil. Any blights or other evil plant creatures, they will not regard you as hostile, but you can sacrifice your minions if you need to do so. So that ability is called Blightbane. When you are attuned to the staff, blights, and other evil plant creatures don't regard you as hostile unless you harm them. So basically, you have Vampiric Strike. It's a magical weapon. It drains their hit points, and you regain hit points based on that. But as it does so, you may lose your mind a little bit. Short term. You may get some short-term madness, and those are various effects, which is a roll of the die and so much fun. So
Nice.
and also the Blightbane, which evil plants regards you as cool. You're a cool dude.
So,
This is called the Gulthias staff. Gulthias. It requires attunement to use. So remember the attunement rules. You can only be attuned to 3 things. And as far as I know, you have the spider shoes.
Mhm.
Nothing else, right?
Correct.
So this would be your second.
Okay. And so you said that it strikes as if it has magical properties, but it just strikes as like a traditional quarterstaff?
Right. It does a normal quarterstaff damage,
Mm-hmm.
but there are creatures that say they have resistance to non-magical attacks. This would be regarded as magical, so it would do the full damage.
Okay. So right now, I guess if I were to set that up, the attack is based by strength.
It's a quarterstaff, so you can take, if you click the I button and type in quarterstaff, grab the weapon, quarterstaff, and drag it to your character sheet in the weapons. It should do all the properties for you, automatic.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't grab the quarterstaff proficiency, because that's something different.
Okay.
It'll say like proficiency or item. So yeah, you can grab that over, and then you can go into the properties of it and name it Gulthias staff, I guess. And we'll just have to make sure we know that that is a magical item, and it does that vampiric strike. So again, on a hit, if you decide to use a charge, which it has 10 of, then it does that weird hit point suck. Cool.
Very cool.
All right. So Uduquad is you guys see Uduquad like striking himself and drawing blood, and his eyes roll in the back of his head. He's obviously in deep concentration about his stuff. What are you guys doing while he's doing that? Anything? You guys just watching him, or what are you guys doing? By the way, you're all sort of like, you kind of got the droolies, like that feeling about like before you're about to puke. Every single time he like is doing something with his staff, you're like, oh, kind of repulsed by the situation. Like, God, like you just have this overwhelming, nauseous feeling about it.
Don't do it.
I am not nauseous by it. I am sitting there working on my weapons.
I mean, he did see me cut my face off.
I mean, in
This
general,
is nothing. This is
I
nothing.
mean, you did it in the middle of a town
regardless
square,
of the
didn't
face
I've
cut
watched
off.
him cut. I've watched him cut an orc's head off.
Yeah, and you think that in your mind, like I saw him cut his face off, but yet I still feel nauseous by this thing. Remember, it's magical. That's the property. You feel
Oh.
you? Yeah, so
nauseous.
that's fair. Boop-a-doop,
Don't forget that.
boop-a-doop-boop.
It has nothing to do about your personal feelings about grossness. Like the thing just makes you feel that way because it's magical.
It exudes an order and nauseous.
It exudes. You're just creeped out and grossed out and weirded out. All of the above, more than you've ever
All of
been
the
about Uduquad, because y'all know he's weird. You've seen him do a lot of weird shit. You've seen him cut his
Right.
face off, but this for whatever reason, this stupid ass staff is making you feel
Extra.
off kilter. It's weird. Anyway, moving on. Uduquad, this is the perfect staff for you, by the way.
It is,
fits your
really.
persona.
It's how you make everyone feel anyway. Well, not to Kyra.
I mean, nobody would ever say, but it kind of is. I feel that way.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
I know.
Anyway, so what do you guys want to do? So you are in the, I would say it's probably afternoonish. It's lunchtime. When Van Richten, sorry, had a brain fart there. When Van Richten arrived, it was very early morning. Showed up. You guys had these long conversations. You guys left. It's probably around lunchtime. Blanche, you have a rough map of where to go. You've already been most of the road. This is kind of following the road back to Vallaki, except there's like a. You guys have passed this dip, or the part of the road goes south. You guys have crossed this road before. You just go south. So it's familiar to you, but you got to head back towards the way, and you know that there are dangers out there. And Van Richten was very clear that there are werewolves. I saw that, Bobbins. So what do you want to do?
We're in a wagon, or are we traveling by foot?
You don't have a wagon. That was all courtesy of Dimitri. So you're foot.
We continue traveling by foot.
Can we get a wagon and like horses? We're still in town. Or steal them?
I thought he teleported us out in the road already. Apparently.
No, you're not on the road. You're
What?
in town.
I didn't.
I'm asking what you
that.
guys want to do. I was just reminding you of the dangers and what's up. No, you're still in town.
Let's
grab
go steal
a
horse
wagon
and
and
horses.
leave.
Do you want to
Yeah, let's
steal Dimitri's wagon?
Yeah. No, they showed us hospitality. Let's steal his neighbors.
There are several empty homes that may have wagons. You can go ahead and look for wagons. If you
Cool.
like.
But what about the horses?
Yeah, it's another thing. You're probably gonna have to steal some horses or buy horses from someone.
I'm
How about
cool
a
to steal or
mule?
buy.
There
How much
are
are
mules.
horses?
Hold on. There are actual mules. Because in Krezk, as opposed to Vallaki, for instance, there are a lot of working animals. So there are mules. If you would like to approach a homestead or steal, I don't know, you tell me.
Well,
But yes, there are mules, there are horses, there's
I'll
carts.
chip in for some horses. Yeah, we'll go to someone and they got. How much are horses? How much are mules? I know it's in the book.
We're not going to go by book price, though.
Okay, then never mind. We'll reach what?
So there's definitely plenty of. There are horses for sure, but based on what you're seeing in this town and what you know of this town, horses are probably more
Rare.
not rare, but not a lot of people have horses. This is a poor town, right? So the people that do have horses aren't really looking to sell their horse, but there are a lot of mules. There's a lot of working mules.
Looks like the
Plenty.
mule.
So you could certainly purchase a
Good
mule
thinking.
and
Robin.
a cart. And so, yeah. Yeah. So if you want to approach one homestead, and they have, as you can see, plenty of mules, and there is carts that you could see. The homeowner says, "Oh yes, well, I do have mules, 20 gold piece."
Okay,
20.
so we all chip in.
Sure.
You want to spend 20 gold piece on a mule? No.
20
Oh,
gold
that's
piece for cart and mule.
Oh,
Oh, for
20
cart-
gold for a mule?
for
I
cart
thought
and
that's
mule.
Cart and mule. Cart and mule.
cart-
That's more
oh, cart.
reasonable.
That's more reasonable, yeah. We need
Okay.
Yes, we have deal.
Well,
Why
how
don't you try
about,
negotiating?
how about we give you 10?
No, I'll do 20 for 2 mules in a cart. Fair. We all give some gold. For 2 mules in
20
a cart.
for
Okay.
2 mules and cart. Yes, deal.
Okay, and then all of you give 2 gold, and I will pay the difference.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, I don't mind covering
May the morning Lord be with you.
And also with
just
you.
because my
Thank you.
money weight is high.
I thought
Maybe you
you
could
cashed
pay
that
for it.
in.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm saying that out of character, by the way, so that guy doesn't hear me.
we cashed that in though, I thought.
Oh, we cashed that for
Okay.
you.
Oh, okay. All right, 2 pieces then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
So
10
now
silver
you have
per
Oh my
it's
a
10
cart.
10 silver per gold, right?
Wait, what?
It's 10 silver per gold, right?
Yes.
Gosh.
So now you have this cart. It's definitely fit for some stuff. It's not the biggest cart ever. And you have 2 mules. Very awesome. Who
What do mules eat? Like hay and grass and stuff?
Yes.
Sure.
They're herbivores.
Yeah, they're part horse. Yeah.
So
Okay.
who's the driver of this wagon and mules?
I'll drive.
You want to drive?
Well, if
I
it's
mean,
2
I'm-
mules, how much can it carry?
What's that?
For
How much?
like,
How much can
how
the
many
cart?
mules do we need? How many mules do we need to get everyone on the cart?
2
I'm
is
just curious.
fine. 2 is
Do you
fine.
think 2?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not very heavy, neither is Uniquad.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Together we're not even a full adult human.
But I would guess speed would be taken into consideration too.
I mean, you guys aren't trying to go fast, are you? Because if you are trying to go fast, you wouldn't do a cart. Do horses. But regardless,
Ooh, could be a
you and your goods. Blanche is the driver. I need you. Are you guys leaving the town?
Yeah.
Do we need a
Yeah.
cart, or
Yeah.
can we all get a mule? Can we all get our own mule?
You want
Is
to
that a
ride on a
possibility?
mule?
Well, wouldn't it be faster?
No.
No.
No. Okay, never mind. It was just an idea. Threw it out there. You threw it back.
They pull things. That's what you want them to do.
Okay.
Huh?
So
Okay.
we've got Blanche as the handler. I need you to give me an animal handling check as you walk out, or you ride out the gates. You ride to the gates. You are at the gate, and these are familiar guards to you. And Dimitri's there as well. And he greets you. Dimitri does. He says, And he definitely avoids Takira. He just sort of looks around, doesn't make eye contact with you, Takira. And he just looks to the group and he says, "Well, I just want you to know, I appreciate everything that you've done for our family. I know it was a rough road, but well, you're my family now, and
That's super
I
sweet.
owe you much. And um, well, I can't thank you enough." And I don't know what to do other than to tell you I don't have much. I can just say my home is your home, as you know. Our gates are open to you always. And he's pointing to his guards. Everyone knows the great deeds this unicorn squad has done for Krezk. Let it be known. You are well revered in our town. Heroes of Krezk. Carry on
Yes.
and fight your fight. And then he looks to you, Takira, and he hopes that nobody else sees him. Gives you a wink.
Aw.
Hell yeah!
And he ushers on like very awkwardly, like that was the weirdest thing I've ever done. And he just ushers the gate open and like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. That was weird. It was almost as bad as being in the hay with you. And so you guys are leave. They open the gates, and we are out in the world. You are out in the frickin' world.
In the world.
Like a vampire.
Open the
Dun, dun, dun,
gates
dun.
and seize the day.
So, welcome to the land of Barovia. You've been here before.
Gosh.
So I'm gonna go ahead and move you guys. Do you guys have a scout in front?
Yeah, I guess we could have Willard scouting ahead
Okay.
while I'm, channeling his vision.
And you're just sitting on the cart channeling his vision? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
cuckoo.
perfect. That is perfect. Okay. Give me a d20.
I have hidden myself on the card somewhere.
Ooh, interesting.
Super interesting. So I need you to now give me a sheet. I need you to give me a give me a d12 and a d8. Mm-hmm.
Everybody?
Nope. Just Sudagod.
And a D8.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually Willard rolling these dices.
Yeah, it's Willard.
Come on,
Oh,
Willard.
great.
Ooh, only fighting one of whatever it is.
Right?
Okay. Okay. So you guys get to about there. You cross this bridge, which is known to you, and this is not this South Passage you've seen, but this is not the one that was denoted on the map. You still have to go further east, but along the road here, actually, I guess I'll put you here. But along the road, Willard Willard's getting hungry. He spots something. It's like a package. something's wrapped up. It's not in the middle of the road. It's sort of on the side, but it's something that you see as Willard. You see this like it's interesting. It's like it is intentionally put here. This package of something. But as Willard, you're a little high up to tell what exactly it is. You probably need to inspect it a little bit. So you can, I guess, you could dive down as Willard. He's the head of the group, or you could go as a group and look at it.
How about we come close to it, and then I'll conjure Unseen Servant and send him to go inspect the package.
You want to come close to it as a group?
Yeah, not too close, but just close enough that I can, within 60 feet, so that my Unseen Servant can open the package.
Yeah,
outside of blast radius.
Yeah, he's the bomb robot.
Sure. So yeah, you cast your Unseen Servant. And as you get close to this package, yeah, it looks like this weird bundle of clothes. It's weird because it looks like it was intentionally stuffed under some underbrush, but in a way that it could be found. You definitely get that sense, like it was intentionally put here. Something. But it's neatly wrapped.
Is it? I mean, I guess if that's all it is, then I'll have my Unseen Servant bring it closer.
Okay.
So that we can see it.
There's like a tag with a note on it. As your Unseen Servant brings it closer, there's like a tag you can see.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, that tag. I'll just tell you. The tag says. I mean, he's bringing it closer to you, and you can clearly see this. Tag says, "This bundle contains one set of common clothes sized for a human adult."
What the hell does
Oh,
that
so
mean?
somebody has it there for a quick change. They can, whatever their plan is, and then it's to jump in the bushes and change.
But it's
I'd like
strange
to
that
note
it has
that we
like
don't have a single human adult
a
amongst us.
directive. Yeah.
It's not for it. Let's just leave it. Whoever wants it, that's
A tiefling's a little bit shorter than a human, right?
The
No,
bundle,
they're a little bit bigger.
this bundle is definitely some clothes, as obviously denoted by the tag, but they look very drab. Nature, just like everybody else in Barovia. Drab.
Any
Generic.
takers on clothes?
We should leave it. Sounds like somebody's like quick change.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll go in and bundle it back and leave it on the floor.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you continue on. I guess Uduquat. Well, let's do Blanche. No, we'll do Uduquat because you're still Willard Scout. So,
I mean, if Blanche needs some running room, she can be a scout.
What? You're scouting as Willard up ahead of the group. So give me a D20.
You just like that because I rolled high on that. Let's see, D20.
I mean, I just like it because
5. Nice.
Okay. Now, you start moving south down this path that leads to this mansion. And I'm going to find. I need you to give me a D6.
D6.
Okay. As you start heading down this road, I'm going to put you guys actually right. You guys start heading down this road. You start hearing the sounds of wolves. I wish I could play the music of the wolves, but maybe I can. Let's see if Syrinscape's back. So I need that comfort of the wolf sound. But as you start heading down that road going south, the sounds of wolves starts getting louder. And second, I'm gonna bring you guys to a new map. Back. Okay. So I might have to reuse the map, guys. Don't judge me.
Judged.
Why?
Only Judy can judge me.
All right, let me remove this token. Let me remove Hunger of Hadar. You guys are jerks for judging me. I don't like that.
I don't care if you reuse the map.
Oh, thank you. I felt judged by others, but thank you.
I was just holding my breath, like a
These
good.
are still on this road map.
Yeah, I know. I'm building the map.
No.
I could put you on it right away, but I want to make sure I got your characters on it and everything, so you guys don't say, I only see blackness. You do me?
I only see blackness right now.
I only see a black stuff. All right, we got Kyra.
Whatever
we
it
got
is,
Blanche.
it's about to be only seeing blackness anyway. So
We got a Fizz. Nope, we don't have a Fizz.
I was going to say.
Fizz is Fizz. Hidak. We got Nayani.
How old is that map?
Deep cuts on the maps.
Deep cuts. All right, so we got 1, 2. Oh, Kyra. I'm so sorry. Like the size of a.
What?
Normal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, Takira's bigger. She's a big girl. She's tall. She's
Well, we know you're big boned. That's what you say all
she's
the
a
time.
whole lot of woman.
You're
a whole lot of woman.
you're big boned. We know this about you. All right, let me move this map. All right, I'm gonna put some things on this map. Now you guys see this long in advance because Willard. So Udaquad, you are aware of some things. What'd you roll? Remind me what you rolled.
2. It was a D20 was a 5.
Wonderful roll. Wonderful roll.
D6 was 2.
Yeah. That is the greatest roll I've ever seen. I can only pull up. Yeah. We're just gonna put these things like way in the distance. But there is something in the distance. It looks wolf shaped.
Wolf shaped.
I don't know why the clothes are there.
But they look different. They're not like the dire wolves that you're used to.
They're standing on 2 legs for one.
Yeah, These guys are definitely not the things that you're used to. So what you're
But-
seeing through Willard's eyes are bipedal wolves.
That's comforting.
Yep. And let's
Over.
you know what? Just for Hedok, because I know Hedok requires it, let's roll initiative and let's do a little bit of this. There we go.
Classic.
It is actually pretty classic.
We need our characters on the screen.
They're on the screen,
Are they?
aren't they?
I don't see them.
Nope. You got them on the wrong layer, probably.
Oh, I probably do. Hang on. There you go.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. And let's do a Willard. What is? Well, Willard's not stealthy, so let's just. I guess I'm just do.
I note I'm still in the cart. And I'm still hidden.
You know what we need?
A cart?
Yep. Oh, it did. Just really small and weird looking. We're gonna make it big like that. So put yourself on that cart. We need some mules, right?
You need to bring the cart the right layer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Wait, you guys are staying behind the cart? Or is it, are we going this direction that come up behind us?
What's that?
Are we traveling this direction?
No, I'm gonna turn that thing. So, you see these things from Willard's eyes. What do you do? As Udaquad. So you see that remember, you're as Willard, so you're to pull out of that, the thing you do with Willard. You would have to, like, pull out of the thing you do with Willard, right?
Yeah, because I'm kind of, I guess I can't hear and see, so I have to, it does take a
But I
turn.
mean, in order to communicate with the rest of the party, you have to, like, pull yourself. You're as Willard, but you see these things, and they're approaching. And I'm gonna do a quick check real quick to see if they even notice you guys, which they probably do.
Some of you haven't rolled your initiatives.
But these guys, like, what's your response to this?
So yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna kind of warn the group and tell them, I don't know, walking wolves coming.
And you were already given kind of a warning from
Von Richten.
Von Richten, thank you. So who's on the cart? We got Blanche is definitely on the cart. Why can't I put you on the cart, Blanche?
I've been on the cart, like I said, and I'm hidden.
I mean, I can't put her there we go. I can put her token on the cart. There we go. So we got Blanche and we've got
I thought I
Bobbins
was
on the cart.
Can I use did the wolves like already see us, or can I use that staff like the pass without trace?
I mean, you couldn't. If they're gonna spot us, they've already spotted us.
Okay.
That's something you do before. You know?
Right.
Or-
So,
yeah.
I mean, really what's happened is that Willard spotted these things in the distance. They're approaching you guys. And Willard, Uduquad as Willard senses that they are tracking you guys. Like, they're coming towards you intentionally. So we're just going to get into it. Did everyone
I'm
roll
gonna
initiative?
say-
Well, then if they don't see us yet, then why can't she do that?
Their werewolves unload into them. They're tracking us.
Yep.
Which is, by the way, a good reason to use pass without trace, because you can't be tracked then.
That's what I'm saying. This is what you can't be tracked with pass without trace, right?
Period. Yes.
Why doesn't
But-
she do that? That's what I was
But
saying.
Because
That was
85 feet
never-
light travels, and they can see us. We should have done that before this encounter,
Yes.
is the thing.
yes. So, Bobbins. Uduquad comes out of his Willard seance and says, there's some shit coming. What do you want to do?
What's the range of my bow? Short bow's 80 feet, right? I will wait till they get within range and just pop up and shoot them.
Okay. Where's range for you?
Should be 80 feet, so they gotta move 5 more feet closer. I'm looking it up now just to double check myself.
Okay.
Short bow.
Kyra, what do you
Yeah,
want to
it's
do?
80 feet.
Uduquad, you're on deck. Kyra, what do you want to do? Are you on the cart, Kyra?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Bobbins is ready in action based on Uduquad's, like, there's some shit coming. Now you guys
So,
have no idea what...
Yeah, I will ready in action as well, and I will ready firebolt.
And what is the trigger for your action? They come in
I feel it.
range, or
Yeah, just
what's
in
the
range.
range of firebolt?
120 feet.
Well, they
You
might
can hit 'em from
already
here.
be in range.
They are. I measured myself. I'm
Okay,
85 feet.
I'll shoot it. I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, who you want to shoot at?
I can't even see it on the map, but
You can shoot.
that one
Okay.
or whatever one.
That's moved.
Yep.
All right.
Huh.
You want to shoot a firebolt at him? Okay.
I sure do. Darn tootin' I do.
Don't let him kill the donkey.
Don't kill the donkey.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That is a hit.
Nice.
It's only
That's
7
only
damage.
7.
Oh, but it said 7 plus 11. Why does it say
Well,
7 plus
because
11?
because if you had advantage, you would have had a crit, so it does the extra. But you didn't have a crit. You just had normal damage.
That was lame.
So
I
you
got really excited.
whoosh, you made your intentions known, by the way, with your
rolled-
Does
attack
this
of
have
a
the
firebolt.
plus 3 because of fire? Did you already add the plus 3?
It's +5, and it's already in
Okay.
there. And if you mouse over that 7, you can see why it's so low.
Yo, right, because you rolled 2 ones.
You roll 2
Oh, dang.
Yep. So like, you throw your firebolt at it, and it looks at you. And it's just like looks pissed. Actually, Uduquad.
Right. Let's see. So, got these 2 wolves.
Smart people might want to start thinking about what they know about werewolves.
Bruno. Good boy.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the closest one with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And I could still have what do you call it in hand, correct? The staff while I'm casting Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
Okay.
You only need a free name for that.
Yeah.
He's not using it, he's just holding it.
Oof.
Your Eldritch Blast just like misses.
Traditional
The
Udaclog.
second one though, just go.
9.
And as it was yelping from it, the last, the little fire blast that I got, it looks at you like, okay, Enoch.
Come on. Don't become a werewolf.
Don't do it. It's bad.
I mean, that might not be so bad for him. Oh no, Udaclog got more bestial.
I mean, he always did have Pact of the Wolf, right?
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna move here
Okay.
and
You're exactly how far away?
105 feet.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about the lateral move there.
That's fine. It was 30 feet. It was less than 30 feet.
I know. I'm curious about the lateral move. Not the.
Oh no, I'm not. I wasn't. I wasn't gonna move. Let's see. My heavy crossbow has a range of 400, right?
There's two ranges. There's the range that you can do a normal without disadvantage, and after that range, you have disadvantage probably up to that 400 rank, the 400 mark. After 400, you're out of range. So what is the first number?
100.
So after 100, what are you at? 101?
106.
105.
So you have a disadvantage on attack.
You could have moved
Okay.
5 feet closer. Got that.
Can I do that?
Yeah. I
Don't
mean,
you-
I don't know. Are you out of movement or what?
No, I just moved like 20 feet.
Yeah, you got movement to the left if I recall correctly.
If you have movement, go move.
Okay. And then I'll
Okay.
attack this one.
Okay, go for it.
At the top.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it, man. Do
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Yeah.
7. And then I can hit again, right?
Yes, you can
I'll
attack
kill the
again.
donkey.
That's a miss.
Can
Okay.
somebody cast a heal over the donkey,
And my
or
turn.
a shield? A shield over the donkey.
It's your job.
I do have a shield.
I think shield spell is self only, by the way.
That's idea. What if I
Okay.
was riding the donkey? I cast shield.
Stand in
Could
front
always
of them.
cast Mage Armor. You know, if I had that spell on the donkey, they're willing.
It's true. Let's be some armored donkeys.
Um,
Hey. Doc, you're forgetting something.
What's that?
You have a bag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do.
I have a bag with a set of particular animals.
Do that math. Are they moving or just measuring all day?
measuring.
They're city worker wolves.
They're doing survey work here.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I'm getting like 3/4. What are you getting?
Whoa, buddy. On that particular run, he's getting shot.
What's that?
On that particular run, he's getting shot.
Oh, okay. Shoot him. You hit.
All right, and he makes a DC 12 save too.
Oh.
21 damage and a DC 12 save. Con save.
He made it.
Figured. This
So he
poison
takes 20,
sucks.
but he takes 21, right?
Yeah, he takes 21.
Yeah, you. As he runs up to this mule, he's looking like he's going to just eat this thing. You like shoot him. He's like, and this one is now going to. Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned he went into wolf form. He went from bipedal to wolf form.
Right, so he can move 4.
This one is going to move also. Blanche.
Blanche, the kill of the mules.
So I'm going to turn into a brown bear,
Really?
and I'm going to
Okay,
go
here we go.
over here, and let's see. So I'll start with I'll do a claw. So do I do a 20-sided?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to program those into your sheet someday.
Okay, I got a 14.
Without the pluses, so she hit, right?
D20 plus 6 on a claw. Yes, you hit.
Oh, it's D20 plus 6.
Yeah.
But you hit.
Okay,
So
and
do
then
it's a 2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4.
Uh-huh. Holy
Okay,
fuck.
15.
Blanche is mad about that. Don't
Yeah,
attack her.
she is. So you're just like, and you just, your claws are just like a lot on this thing.
She still got a bite, right?
Yeah, you still got a bite.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll for a bite. I got a 10.
Plus whatever it is.
Wait. Yeah. Well, 4 plus
Oh,
6.
you only got a 10. The claw was nice.
So I'm guessing 10 doesn't get him, right?
Nope.
Okay. Can I, well, I'll just stay put.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Murder Machine's turn.
Who's that? No, Yanni. Okay. So Nelia, hold. Jesus. Just go into automatic mode. You didn't even give me a chance.
Click, click, done.
Yeah, kind of done. Where have you been?
I've been here. I just do everything else. So you're gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
There it is.
There it is. And you're also gonna do bigger. You're also gonna do your other thing, right?
Yeah.
That. So spiritual weapon does 26. Against that, it does 7 force, and then you're gonna do sacred flame,
Yeah.
which is a dex save. So that. Fails deck save. So total. So yeah. So this
Nice
werewolf,
job.
you come blast. You bring your spiritual weapon to its face and you pummel it, and you also just like, "Ah!" as you do. Everyone's seen you do this before, and you take a total of. Okay. Bobbins.
Shoot this wolf again.
Okay.
Shit. I think something lets me reroll the misses. Anyway, I miss.
Do. Kyra.
I need advantage on that.
I was Marco Poloing my D&D league. My friend.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna stealth.
Huh? Okay.
Roll that stealth to Kyra.
I'm going. Whoop. There we go. I am going to. Where did you go? Sorry. I'm going to cast. Is Witch Bolt the multiple one, or is that Scorching Ray?
Scorching Ray. Although
Is it?
Wish Bolt. I get higher levels could be.
Higher level. Okay, it is Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna Scorching Ray this guy. Couple at fine. Hopefully.
Yep. That does not hit. Wait.
Does not.
Yeah, that does not hit. That definitely hits. Okay. And the last one. That is a hit. So yeah, you're just like, yeah, he seems to be affected by that. He's just, and when he's affected by this scorching ray, seems a little bit more than what he yelped about before. It's a little different.
What do you mean?
Well, he yelped when he
liked
got
it?
hit. No, but he yelped before. This one actually sounded sincere.
Hey, Sean.
Oh, he's hurting.
Add 10 damage onto that.
Okay.
Scorching Ray doesn't have the +5 built in.
Right.
'cause it's fired.
Okay. So yeah,
Hell
this hit actually sounded sincere. Like, and only until now did you realize that like those other hits might not have been so sincere. They're like, where this one was like that. That actually hurt.
Fire burns.
Odequad.
So I'm gonna climb up here into the tree.
Oh. You want to give me a strength check on that?
Not climb. I'm just gonna walk. Really.
Are you
I said
gonna
the
go up
wrong-
in, or are you gonna hide amongst?
I'm just gonna walk up.
He's got the spider climb.
Fucking spider climber. I forget. You have to remind me.
That's
Oh my-
okay.
All right, so you're in the
How?
tree. You're in the tree. You're in the canopy.
Yeah. Just getting some distance
yep.
here. From up there, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. The closest one, I guess.
Yeah, the one right
Okay.
there by Meliani's
Yeah,
weapon.
that hits.
Okay.
Okay. The second one hits as well. So 9 and 5, 14. Yeah. So you get that same sense that, like, as you just like, it gives a sense of like that, pain.
Oh,
Real
poor puppy.
pain. So you guys can now tell that some of the cries were not real. Because there's some real pain happening, and then there's like pain, that's not so much. So Hedok.
Yep.
So
It is now
Hedok
your
is a
turn.
+1 weapon, is doing damage.
My bow's +2, so it should do real damage too.
Yeah.
It's magical.
That's one thing. We should have killed Fizz and took his heavy crossbow.
It's true.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot us with it, though. That would have been murderous.
If I move through the car, that's going to impede my movement, right?
Yep. Rough terrain, so half
Rough
movement.
terrain, half movement.
Could he just leap over the cart?
No.
Is he raging, and are you concerned about attacking?
He hasn't raged yet, has he?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You still have your crown, too. You did have a rest, and a day's gone by.
I'm just trying to get in a position.
Well, I think Scorching Ray is kind of like
I'm going to move.
seeking a bit.
It's the same thing as Takara just used.
Just
It's a
round there,
ranged spell attack.
and I will,
He just needs to attack to maintain range anyway.
yeah, I'll rage and shoot this one with my crossbow.
Ah. Sorry, that was my own problem. The window just got weird. Okay. Um,
So 6 and 9.
wait, what do you mean 6? I have 4 and 7.
Well, I'm raging.
Huh? Oh, right,
Does
right,
it
right.
stack with? Because it's
6
still,
and 9. I'm sorry. Yep. 6 and 9. So yeah. Yep. Okay. Brown Bear, you're gonna take an attack.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Don't become yet another beast.
You're gonna take a bite attack. Oh, what's your armor class?
As a bear.
11. So he hits. So he just goes to bite you. You're gonna take 4 piercing damage, and I need you to give me a con saving throw. Gotta beat a 12.
Roll high. Yay, she's not a werewolf.
Oh, good. And he is going to he's just gonna. Then this one. Let's see. No, Yanni. This one's gonna come up to you and take a bite at you.
Warding flare.
Warding flare is only on a success, right? Or no?
Let me hit the doohickey.
Yeah, it hit the doohickey because I can't remember how that goes. When you receive a melee attack. Okay, so he's melee attacking you, and the attacking creature has disadvantage. Okay, yeah. So like, he just runs up, and he goes to bite you. You're like, woo! As you do, and totally like whiffs at slicing your neck with his teeth.
Nice.
Blanche.
Yes. I'm going to attack this guy again.
Yep.
I guess with a claw. Oof.
That is a sad miss.
Okay, so then with the bite. And let me just double check what bite is. 1d8 plus 4.
Despite you sinking your teeth into this werewolf, it seems as if like it's just not really affected by your massive PSI on your jaw. Like, you've crunched many creatures, but this one doesn't really seem affected.
Okay.
No, Yanni.
Yeah.
What are you spiritually weaponing? The thing next to you? I'm just guessing that you are.
Did it move?
I'm moving it because you weren't.
Yeah. Yeah, why is it on top of me?
It's
It
not.
ran at you.
So,
Not a ranged attack.
Sacred Flame is not a ranged attack?
It's just an auto.
Okay.
She doesn't have to make a spell attack. It autos. She weighs her hand.
Right. So, let's see. The first one was the spiritual weapon, and then a dex save. So... I failed the dex save. So, you just bash this thing in the back of the head, and then you're like, ah! So back of the head, front of the face, ah! And this thing is just super, like, its reaction looks like it's about to fuck you up after this. Like, super angry. Bobbins.
Pull out the gem of brightness and shine in its eyes. DC 15 con save or be blind.
What?
The one that's attacking Naliani. It makes a DC 15 con save.
Why?
I used my gem of brightness on it.
You use your gem of brightness. Oh, okay. Okay. Didn't say that.
Yeah, I did. I said pull out that gem of brightness, shine it in the eyes.
Of the thing. What's the range on
Yes.
the gem of brightness?
60 feet.
And I have to do what now?
DC 15 con save or be blind.
Okay. Saved.
Yeah,
So you brought out your gem, and it was reacting to the radiant thing, so it was covering its eyes already. So your gem had no effect. And then you stealthed, obviously. Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yep.
Kyra.
I'm trying to get you a new subscriber.
Yes. Well, we're sending newsletters daily.
Is one of them dead yet?
Nope.
No. There might be a slight reason for that. With one of you smart ones to try to figure it out.
I'm gonna clutch and raid their tushy butts.
Wait, what?
He's-
I scorching
he's
raid them.
raid one.
Which one?
The weakest one.
Okay. You hit! Oh my goodness.
It's
Yes.
+5. Or no,
Is
is
it
it Scorching Ray? Oh,
It's
that's already
Scorching-
figured in.
Yeah.
No, no, no,
So,
it's not. Not so
yeah, it
great.
is. Yeah,
2D.
it's a 6.
Oh, yeah, no, it's 2d6 plus 5. There's only the 2 rolls in there.
So 16. Okay. Oh my
Ooh.
God. Oh. Let's see the damage.
Whoop-ah!
Does it double the damage applied too?
But already did it, right? So 10 plus 7. That's what it did.
No, it didn't.
It did.
That's just it doesn't have the plus 5 figured in.
Well, no, it'd be 12 plus 15. So
You guys,
27.
that's to Kyra
plus-
become like.
Yeah. So you're just like, whoosh. By the way, this
Good
is
power.
your second scorching ray. So you're just like, and this thing's like, and it is dead.
Hell yeah!
But you have one more scorching ray blast. You can put at the other guy.
Oh hell yeah! That's what's happening. Where is he?
By now.
Wait, did he die on the first blast or the second blast?
Second blast.
Second one.
Okay.
You annihilated it. We really need to fix that so you put the plus 5 in there automatically. By the way.
Okay. I don't know how to do.
You want to do the last one? Uniquad, you're on deck.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. That hit.
13.
And it screams in pain as well. Uniquad.
It's not dead.
They don't like fire. That's for sure.
Donkey's
so-
alive!
They definitely don't like fire. And
Don't
from what
get-
you guys can tell, they definitely don't like anything magic.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
15,
definitely
20.
gonna change out of my bear after this.
Yeah, they're like, you guys can't do basic on us. Don't be basic bitches.
Okay, so Nilyani, I will come help you down on this tree if it gets a little heavy. But for right now, I'm gonna blast him with the Eldritch Blast from in the tree.
Remember when Uduquad didn't know about hiding? I miss those days.
He learned very well about.
I miss
you know,
those days. He used to be very much, I want to be the tank guy. He missed.
Now he's like, I'm gonna be up in the tree and shoot these guys.
Actually, you hit. Yeah, you hit.
That's a consistent 9 right now.
Yeah,
You're
and
getting that.
it was a 9 he did not appreciate. So, Hidak. The werewolf in front of you has been destroyed. You're raging, right?
Yeah.
But Gyro just melt, like, just fired it up, just like. So yeah, that's where you sit. There is a dude in front of Nilyani. Bobbins, give me a perception check. Well, you do whatever you do, Hidak. Bobbins, you notice, while just in general, there is an unkindness.
Unkindness of ravens up in the sky?
Yeah.
Okay. These ravens are kind of reckless.
And the reason I ask you specifically is because you are on an elevated alert to that kind of thing for whatever reason.
I'm gonna attack with my crossbow again.
Okay. Holy snikes. And your crossbow is what kind of crossbow you got there?
Heavy.
Is it magical?
No, it's just the right one, I think. Is it?
Is it a +1 crossbow or is it a regular crossbow?
Regular.
Should have stolen business.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you hit this thing in a way that, like, you would have expected more of
Explosion.
pain, but it didn't cry like it did when everyone else hit this thing. It almost just shrugged it off.
Oh God.
No, Yanni.
No, wait, I can shoot again.
Oh, well then do that. You hit. And once again, it just shrugs it off. It gets through his tufts of fur, but it just like, you hit it and it's just like, it like pulls the arrow out and doesn't like yelp or cry, or you don't really have that you know, that pleasure of doing anything to it, really. Nelyani.
Warding flare, I already know.
He is going to do something, because now he is a bipedal again. He came out of his wolf form, and he's looking at you, and he smiles at you, and he says, and as he's looking at you, he just comes at you with a spear.
Yeah. Okay.
What is your armor class?
Oh my God.
1 million.
16.
Ah, he misses you.
Oh darn.
He covers his eyes. He's like, ah. But then he goes at you again.
The flashbang cleric.
I can do my last warding flare.
Will you be doing your last warding flare?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta protect my tushy.
Again, he's very annoyed by the fact that you did that, and he'll move to here. He's gonna move to and he misses both times though. He's looking for a better angle at you. Blanche, you're a bear.
Bear.
You're muted.
So I want to change back to myself.
Okay, you're now yourself.
And I am going to, so I'm going to go head over to that guy.
What do you mean you're gonna go over to that guy?
I'm going to move my guy a little bit.
What's your movement? I mean,
Well, I'm verbalizing what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm like 35 or something.
You can definitely get to him then.
Okay. So I'm just gonna like come over here.
Oh.
And then I'm gonna do produce flame and throw it at him.
Okay.
So
Definitely.
let me get over to my sheets over here.
You run over the cart. You get into position. You're ready to get this guy. You are Blanche. And you like produce this flame and throw it, but it just falls right in front of you.
Okay. I guess that's it then.
Okay. Nelyani. You warding flared against this thing that is attacking you. Super pissed. Okay. You're gonna move that. Yeah, you hit it.
She's hit every time with that thing.
Yeah, because she's awesome and it always does. So, yes. Okay, I get a dex save again. Okay. Your flame does nothing. Because he's already like covered his eyes and he's operating in the dark, he doesn't see your radiance again, but he does take a bludge by your spiritual weapon. As he does so, he's like, Bobbins.
All right. Let's shoot him.
Okay. You definitely hit.
Make a DC 12 con save.
Okay. What does the poison do?
Let's see. Poison, it gives him the poison condition, which is disadvantage on a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna make you declare this. I feel like you're just doing it as needed. As I choose so appropriately now, this poison condition. Okay, so let's see what this poison condition actually does for this guy. So,
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So you hit him.
Mm-hmm.
You hit him, and you feel like well, based on his reaction, something happened. Is different. So, Tyra, what do you want to do?
He didn't shrug off that damage, did he?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, you described it for Hedok, so.
Yeah, it seemed like the damage didn't really affect him, but that something that poison did.
But my bow is magical.
Is it?
It's a +2 bow, yeah.
Oh, well then he definitely took that damage. I'm sorry, I didn't realize your bow was magical. Yeah, he definitely took it. Takara, what do you want to do?
I am going to that's a level 1 spell, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to witch bolt it. No,
Oh,
I'm going to firebolt it.
Okay. Give me your best shot. Okay, that's a good shot. The hit.
Here we go.
Holy shite! Now that does have the +5 on it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, you're like, whoosh, and it does scream. It looks pretty rough. Its fur is like charred up. It's got an arrow stuck in it that it's still working on. While you just like lit it up, the arrow shaft kind of fell apart because you lit it up. But it's suffering something here. Uduquad.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna cast good old Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
And we're gonna send a cool, warm 70-ish bolt.
Sure, a hit. Yep.
Okay. And a couple more breezes here.
Also a hit. Yeah, and as you're just like, it just gets smashed to the ground with your force of damage. It's fighting this arrow that it couldn't stop. As soon as Bobbins hit him with this arrow, it was infatuated with the thing the arrow tip was doing with him. That he, Kyra helped by getting rid of the shaft or not, because the arrowhead was stuck in him, and then you just belted him, and he's dead now.
Nice.
Did they both revert back to their human form?
And the roar battle is over.
Did they revert back to their human form?
They did revert back to their human form.
I nominate Uduquad as MVP because he's the one who discovered that I had this +5 on fire when I had no idea for half our gameplay.
For the ability.
So you guys are in the road. I have to pause here. I hope that you guys have deliberations on what you do next. But I gotta pause here. I'll be right back. You guys are dead. They're dead.
Make sure.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's chop their heads off for one, and then I'm assuming they don't have clothes.
No, that was the whole point of the box. These are humans.
Mm.
Oh, so the clothes in the bags are the werewolf clothes. Duh, that makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Oh, that's cute. That's like the immigrant support service where they leave care packages of like water in the
Yeah.
desert.
I had a feeling. I was like, I feel like
Does that
they need these clothes. And
does
let's
it make us spit Border Patrol?
Yeah, a lot of the Border Patrol gets mad about it, but
well, because Takira steals everything, and so I was like, you should leave that.
Anyway, so yeah.
We gotta keep it entertaining. Do we have any viewers?
Oh, no.
Blanche? No.
Do you know what time of day it is, guys?
Mm-mm.
I don't see a reason not to keep going. I get my arrows. I cover what I can.
Well, what are you trying to do, Bobbins?
Go back into the cart and hide.
yeah, I was gonna say get back on the cart and let's roll.
You might search them to see if they got anything, but they won't.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could start collecting like fingers from werewolves, right? That'd be fun.
They're just humans now.
But is it gonna be
I
like
know, but see, that's the
human finger?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like whenever it transforms, it's like a wolf nail, and then it goes back to human. But I guess because
So during a full moon, you're gonna have wolf.
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Like, wouldn't that be cool if you could skin a human and wear it, and then like just look like a werewolf?
Okay. So, so the bodies are like naked, right? So they're like kind of like naked bodies, and it makes sense now with the bundle of clothes. You mentioned that already. However, there are a couple spears. These are general weapons. They're of like shitty production.
Just sticking in the
And
bodies?
what's that?
Just sticking in the bodies?
No, not sticking in the bodies. Like just like they appear. Well, one of them was using. That was the one thing. The one that turned back into its hybrid form was attacking Nalyani with.
Was
The
it
other
spear?
one, when it turned back to its natural form, it had a spear next to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like how a druid changes form. It's like their weapons and armor kind of like go with them.
Yeah.
But let's talk about stuff left behind. You guys are like, no, there's nothing left behind. There might be. Let's see here. So, let me see here what I can do for you all, because you're great. I love you. You search the bodies, obviously. You put
Guess we searched
together.
Make sure you cut them open too and check their intestines and stomach lining.
Right. Well, I mean, that goes without saying. I sort of started assuming that was going to happen, you know, based on what Takiro would typically do. Let's see here, guys. What I can do. I'm going to need someone to give me a D hundo.
D hundo.
Let's do it. Let's see it. What you got? Make it rando.
Let's see. Let's go TK.
We haven't done a D hondo roll in a minute. Let's do it.
34.
That's great. Give me 46.
We just found 4d6 copper.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Just roll 4 d6 dice. So it passes 4 to 24.
Yay!
18.
You find, as they transform back into the regular bodies, they did have some couple pouches, and in those pouches you find 36 electrum.
Oh, a little bit better.
36 electrum.
Yeah, these wolves are packing a little
That's
bit.
6 electrum each, guys.
Okay. Disperse it.
Good for you.
6 electrum plus, huh?
But let's take it back to you know, the map. So these were interesting creatures, guys. This is definitely something that I guess maybe weren't so tough for you. You defeated them with no problem. But the type of creatures that that you just saw were something new and definitely something that um Ben Richten warned you about. And so maybe that's why it was just nothing for you this time. Maybe. So let's continue. So as you unless there's something else you guys want to do.
Hmm.
I'm gonna sign out for tonight.
Good night.
But wait, we're
Yeah,
almost
maybe
done.
This is a good. Maybe this
It's
is a good
midnight.
time
No,
to
I'm
stop.
closing it right now.
Okay.
Hang on, Hedok. We're close to end here.
All right.
Unless there's something else this weird unicorn squad wants to do.
There is nothing I want to do other than go back in the cart, hide, and wait for the next.
Did I bring you guys back to the map? Or not? Or did I just bring myself
We're
back
still
to
on the cart.
Okay. Hang on, Hedok. Have faith. Got you.
Gotta have faith.
Good luck finding me.
You're back in stealth?
Blanche, you might want to use your stick this time.
Okay. I'm gonna use my stick for the pass without trace.
Okay. So you follow this winding road to the south. And you know, it sort of meanders around, and you go up this forested slope to this mountain spur where this huge mansion. So high above, you see this mansion. You see some turrets capped with these, like, you know, from a fairy tale almost. Like, you see these cones, and you see these towers with some sculpted battlements, and but part of this mansion, this structure, appears to be you know, it's old, it's collapsed. Some of the roof is gone. Some of it's perfectly intact. There's a huge octagonal tower that rises above this entire structure. And just as anywhere in Barovia, just like, you know, you're sort of used to it, but you know, there's fog everywhere, but you know, it stands above all of these things. And you hear in the background, you hear these wolves, but you've been hearing them all along. But for some reason, after you've killed these werewolves, that sound is a little bit stronger. Maybe there was a last communication as you felled these werewolves that you just fought. You can hear wolves in the distance, but you've been hearing them. But for whatever reason, as you approach this huge mansion, the sound gets louder. This mansion looks ominous. We leave it here. Next week. No, not next week. We should talk about that. What's next week? Because I think we're getting holiday season.
Christmas.
Next week is Christmas.
Well, it's not Christmas next week. It's
Well,
the
it's
23rd.
the day before.
It's the
It's
23rd.
Christmas Eve.
So
The
what do
eve
you
of
guys?
the eve.
You guys want to dive in, or you guys want to skip a couple weeks? Because the week of the
30th?
the following week is not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, I can do the 23rd. That's fine because I'm not doing anything that day.
We
I'm
either
not
go
Working.
so we either go the 23rd next week, or we skip until the 6th.
Well, and I don't know if I could do this 26th. Did you say 26th or the 6th of
No,
January?
I say we either go next week on the 23rd, or we skip 1, 2 all the way into the 6th.
that makes sense. Okay.
So either skip 2 weeks or do next week and skip the next week.
I should be fine for the 23rd. But I am going to pin that with there's a 15% chance I might not be.
What do you guys? What's the rest of you guys think? Skip to the new year or?
I'm open on the 23rd. I'm not planning on traveling.
Yeah, I'm good for the 23rd.
I'm here
Okay.
next week.
Okay.
Awesome.
We're doing
Nice.
next week, and then we'll skip to the 6th.
Cool.
Next week we're getting those revenants.
Next week, let me give you XP.
Oh,
XP.
4,000.
Have you? Uh, 350.
350.
$19,441.
436.
So next week, just to remind you, you wake the revenants. Much to Bobbin's dismay.
Bobbins will be hiding, watching.
He will be hiding one.
Of course.
Oh, I feel like someone is watching me.